Good evening, how are we all? This is the big one. Where's all my shit? I forgot where I put all my shit. How we doing?
Hello, everybody.
What the fuck are you wearing?
Zip-up shirt.
Okay, cool. Yes, okay, so we are finally at the big bad. We are at the very end of Silent Hill 2. This is great, because whatever the hell this thing is, it's great. I can just kind of shut you up whenever I want to, you know. This is great. I can just shut him up whenever I want to, like, mansplain Silent Hill 2. It's great. I brought this on myself.
I'm picking this up. I just wanted to show off my funny new mask.
Just wanted to show funny bit. Just
funny
show,
bit.
I had a cool mask.
It looked cool. Mm-hmm. And it would have been cool for like a concept for an outfit for stream, but
until you realized you had to fucking wear the whole thing for like 3 straight hours. Although the Dio lipstick, now that I'm actually seeing you in the light, is looking real good.
Thank you.
Yeah, all good. All right. So with that, we are staring at the end. Before we get a moment, we should at least mention the new Silent Hill 2 remake is looking pretty nice. There's been a big turnover. I could load up the video, but I'll just leave it for now.
We might get DMCA'd.
That too. And it's Konami, so you never fucking know with these cunts. But I do have to say, it feels like they've learned the lessons from... I could be setting up Silent Hill 2 in the background, actually. It feels like they've learned the lessons from the remaster a few years ago, where, like, don't get big-name Hollywood actors, because these aren't big-name Hollywood people that are running around Silent Hill. So it feels like they've learned their lesson on that front. It feels like... you've heard all of this, like, 3 or 4 times at this point, but I'm still going to say it for... stream for the internet. It feels like they're tweaking everything just enough that it's a new spin on the same characters. Like, I love what they've done with Eddie. He's different enough. It feels like it's still the same Eddie, that you're still it's still all the same shit happened to him, but that he's just sad about it. I love what they're doing with Maria, so cautiously optimistic.
Oh, new Maria is gaslight gatekeep girl boss, baby.
Yep, so cautiously optimistic to see where the new one goes. Like, fingers crossed, I'm really hoping that, you know, I hope they stick the landing, because I think the HD remaster, it got everyone kind of going, oh, can you? That's even been, like, a major discussion we've been having playing this game. But that this time, it's like... Fingers crossed. This is the one. Fingers crossed that, do you want to be watching this last bit? Or actually, I might bump over this.
Bump it over.
Is that, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Alright.
That's looking...
Yeah, all good. Sorry, that's all I just wanted to say is, like, cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping the HD remaster turns out well. It feels like they're recontextualizing stuff just enough, but it still feels in the spirit of the original. Now, speaking of the original, we have made it to the final zone of the game. We have made it to the big one. You've been kind of pushed all over the place in this game. You came here from a vague... gentlemen, we got a Geordie. How you doing, Geords? We got ourselves, like, some vague directions when we started this, and the game just said, you got a wife from your letter. She's been dead, don't stress about it. You got a wife from your letter, go to the lakefront. After going through some bullshit with apartments, you went to a lakefront, and then Maria just said, no, go to the hotel over there. How do I get to the hotel? I don't know. So fucking run around, chasing after kids until you eventually found a wrench somewhere and said, okay, figure out how to get to the other side of the lake. You went through some other bullshit to get through the other side of the lake, but you're finally here, and during that bullshit, you were said, oh no, go find a videotape. So go
find the sex tape you and your wife made.
Go find your submission to America's Funniest Home Videos. Okay. So while we've got a minute to talk about a few things, when we wrapped up at the end of last stream, you got the key to the hotel room that James and Mary, I should say, they do that. They deliberately make those names confusing on purpose. Welcome to Working at Hotel. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm just trying to remember anything important so we don't forget it from last. Oh, here you go.
Yep. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the 1st floor.
There we go. We've got a key to the hotel room that we're looking for, and we've got an objective. Find the videotape. It's somewhere on the 1st floor.
I'm just checking all my doors.
So yeah, up to you how you want to explore this bit. I will mention, Yes, and I have to... I've done my best to be a bit hands-off, but I can't promise. That clock is going to be important. This big one right in the middle of the room.
Ah, okay. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. Oh.
Interesting, but okay. Play a music box. Sounds like shit.
Is this music box broken, or maybe...
One other inventory item that we got, and we did find it at the beginning of at the end of last stream, and let's not forget you have it. Yeah. You've got I think it's the Cinderella music box? Oh, Little Mermaid music box. So, remember that bit that you've got a music box already.
I put down Little Mermaid music box.
Okay, I think it's important as well. That sounds worse. What are you fucking doing, man? That sounds worse.
I know noise projects are like a whole statement, but fuck.
I will say, I think, like, where you are standing, in relation to the, clock will determine where the music box goes down. Don't quote me on that, but I think you have to be on the left side to put it on the left side.
I keep on, like, I feel like the map and the inventory should be swapped.
I mean, you probably could, like, swap that in the, menu.
No, I need to live with it. Okay, done.
Yeah, there you go. So that'll be important, that you are going to have to figure out a,
Hang on.
Okay, I will say you don't have all the bits you need for this puzzle yet, so, come back eventually.
Yeah.
We'll get there, but...
I'll take it with me.
Exactly, but you've got your goal. You know you need to go find your sex tape. You need to you've got a key.
I need to post it and then pretend it wasn't me and then make a whole reality TV show out of my family's life.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. All right, so with that...
Get a BBL, appropriate black culture, make it not trendy anymore, get mad when people say, oh, boo-hoo, you're not the standard that you built that made everyone upset.
Absolutely. Yes, Geordie, this is absolutely the hotel from Click Holding. It is canon. It is canon that it's the exact same hotel from Click Holding.
I can go piss, girl.
Oh, yeah? Can you? James!
No!
James still isn't allowed in the women's bathroom, even after all this time. Alright, where are you? Oh, good noises? Not good noises. When is that ever good noises? It's not. The shotgun is nice, though. Oh, boy!
There's another one.
Fuck, the shotgun feels nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to just fall down.
Leave me out of this, Jack!
How has your week been, Geordie? And speaking of that, how has your week been, Jack?
My week's been good. I've completed one of the 4 units, so and I'm about like 25 to 30% done on the other ones. I think they got rid of it. Oh, she okay?
I think I put my beer on her tail, which again I will mention. Blah blah blah. I'm not drinking because this game is very sensitive and I don't want to be drunk for it. Oh,
bullets.
Why are there that many? Why are there that many power snacks in the
Because they're yummy.
In the fucking laundry cupboard. Why does the laundry cupboard need this many bullets?
To do the cleaning.
So yeah, congratulations. You've been doing really well in your uni stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, beyond that.
Daget to buy me cake and wine.
Yeah. Have you explored all this hallway?
Trying to now.
Because it might honestly just be supplies. And yeah, speaking of horrors, yeah, I think you'd have. There's a box. You're just gonna have to trust.
Hang on. Can I? Oh, there we go.
Ah, there you go. You're just gonna have to trust that there's a box here. But yeah, on that front, what else was I talking about? Speaking of like horror shit, we did actually go out last night. We saw a couple of horror movies for the Melbourne International Film Festival. They're both very good. Fuck. Cuckoo was really good. I could go off on a whole fucking.
I think I preferred Lake Mungo, even though normally I go for the Cuckoo type. I think like Cuckoo was good. I think I really liked that Lake Mungo messed with your like perception
or even expectations.
Yeah, mess with your expectations, but also like use the limitations of the technology of the time as a plot point and as a way to hide the scares, I guess. There wasn't like a jump scare, they didn't rely on that.
Alright, so, like both of those movies, they were like...
And I think I need to check downstairs and stuff too.
I was going to say, remember, you've got your map and, like, you've done...
I might go downstairs and just finish downstairs. Oh.
You've done... Yeah, it's, like, you're almost done, buddy. But you've done 3 levels of this that you know, like...
Hang on. Okay, I'm good.
Doing everything as methodical as you can is what's working for you. And I think there might be something you might want to see on this floor. Just don't want to, don't want to lead the palette too much, but I think there might be something worth checking out on this floor somewhere. What are you looking at, James?
The plant scared me, and then the piano got me.
Did I
Oh,
scare you?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She's the nurse from Silent
She
Hill
was
1.
our nurse. I took it from her locker.
My dear... Oh, you want to go or do I want to go?
I'll do it. My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James. I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's a really sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary.
Laura.
James, why didn't you know about Laura?
You?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one, Mary. Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
Okay. Just to dissect, because this format has been working well so far of like, let cutscene happen.
I like to catch you.
That's an 8-year-old. That's what a fucking 8-year-old would draw. And I like even her like line read from earlier, like, I'm tired of walking. Like, that's what an 8-year-old who thinks they're being dramatic would sound like, right?
Yeah. I'm also wondering, that was sort of like a half thought I had a while ago, but I'm starting to think it more. I'm wondering if Laura is an aspect of Mary. Like, again, like, we've got like, the idea of like id and ego and stuff that you sort of get out of like Mary and Maria and like James and Pyramid Head and stuff. I'm wondering if it's like showing all different aspects of her life and personality, but or even just her want to have a child with James kind of thing.
Interesting. There is a video.
She wasn't very good.
He fucking loved his wife.
But still, I love to hear her play. Oh, that's real shit when your like spouse is like terrible at music, but you're like, play it again, baby.
Yeah, he fucking loved his wife, dude.
Yeah, that was so long ago, before we were even married. Why am I thinking of that now?
But yeah, the letter was very interesting because she does go, oh, you know, James is a little surly.
Yeah.
He doesn't smile much, so that's a little bit of an interesting, like, read on the character. This is what you came here for. You wanted that. That's an interesting read on the character of maybe something we haven't seen of James. He's been depressed. Of course, he doesn't fucking smile much in this game, but even, like, yeah, while in her stay in the hospital, he was probably just bummed out. He was probably just... Although she also said something about him not... Like, maybe you don't like... It seems like Laura didn't like him because he wasn't very nice to Mary. Maybe it's just a misinterpretation. But also, she fucking loves James going, no, he's a nice boy.
Again, I think that's something of, like, again, like, James's character seems to be based a lot around, like, repression and guilt and stuff. And, like, also, like, the whole, like, cultural expectation of men have to be serious. Have to be serious boys.
Absolutely. And just to wrap up as well, the thought you had earlier as well of, like, Laura maybe being an aspect. I have actually seen... What's that sound?
There's something.
I'll finish it in a minute, but you might want to deal with that, whatever that is.
Oh, what the fuck?
Kick it. Kick it.
I'm going.
Get it. Fuck it up. Okay. I do want to talk about the Laura thing, because there is a video I'll show you when we're done here today.
Oh, there's another one.
There is a very specific kind of horror of, oh, I thought I was done. I killed one of them, it was a boss, I'll never have to see it again, right? The worst enemy in the entire game is now a regular enemy.
I think that's also something of, not to get too fucking dark, but, you get...
This game goes there.
Yeah,
fucking risk it.
You get sexually assaulted once, you go, oh, I'll never let that happen again, or that'll never happen to me again. Statistically, you're more likely to get sexually assaulted multiple times throughout your life. If you've been assaulted as a child, you're more likely to be assaulted later.
Oh, interesting read. So, yes, the abstract daddies are back, and they're sticking around this time. But also, just the thing you said about Laura. There is at least one person's read that they genuinely believe that because Laura and Eddie and Maria are all platinum blondes, that none of them can be real. They must be projections of Silent Hill. It's not necessarily a read I agree with, because I think...
it's an interesting one.
It is, and I think,
don't know if I agree with it.
But, like, your idea that maybe Laura is just, like, the town creating something as well, out of Mary's wishes, that could honestly be a read on the story.
Or it could be aspects of people James has met before, and, like, sort of the, like a very stripped down version of them, or very focused in, honed in.
Do you want to save while you're here as well?
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Not a bad idea to save regularly. And even just what you were saying, even just like, I think off the top of my head, thinking how like, it's on the chair next to the clock. I think even what you were saying earlier, like, in the letter, like, why didn't James recognize Laura?
Yeah.
Why didn't Laura recognize James? Or maybe she did earlier in the game, but you could even read that as, maybe Laura, something didn't exist before the game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I need to catch up on chat. I've been seeing it, but I had to dissect a lot of shit right there.
Hi, Jody.
Week has been cathartic. Yeah, Matt's funeral was, this week, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm sorry about that. I wasn't super close to Matt, but, I know the effect he had on people, and it's always tragic, you know?
He held me up for a photo once, but he was a fucking cool dude when I met him. We all chucked a couple of bucks towards the flower fund, so we did that. Practicing for a ball in September, training's literary, tasting my shit talking. The Dag and Jack pipeline. Ask a question. Watch a subtle animation or a cutscene. Goes on a tangent for 20 minutes about the meaning of a cutscene. Forget that they asked the question. It's just the ADHD thing. It's just, oh boy, you want to bring this up? 20 minutes. What will we talk about?
Geordie, next Monday, I'm getting my first doctor's appointment to get a referral to a psychologist for ADHD.
Oh boy.
That's $425 out of pocket. And I don't know if I'm getting much of it back. I think I'm getting some back. I don't know how much. I think I'm probably only going to get 100 back.
Vaguely related. But since we're mentioning it, since we're talking about Silent Hill 2, Mary being terminally ill, how fucking expensive must it have been?
Oh, in America as well. Like, I know they had Medicare before 2001 from Sopranos.
Yeah.
But I know America wasn't always as bad as it is currently. But it was never like super good medical care wise.
Geordie is actually giving us some great advice for your some great advice for.
My grandfather was really racist, but he was like, I'm going to see if we have any Aboriginal heritage to see if I can have extra claims. And we do, but then they said, no, you have to be part of the community. He's like, I don't want to associate with them. And it's like, this is an old white man who is a veteran, who was like a firefighter, like during the Vietnam War, and was part of the Air Force because of that. Don't know if he actually fought, but he was there. And he's been living off of that and disability benefits and a gold car. Yeah, and a gold card. And then goes, I'm going to claim to be Aboriginal, get Aboriginal benefits. And then it's told, I don't want to associate with them. They claim benefits for being Aboriginal. And I'm like, you fucking...
Pick one, cunt.
Yeah. And again, it's the American American ideology. He loved Trump, by the way.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Fucking course he did.
Yeah.
But therapy appointments have been lowered, apparently, so... Sorry, no, Geordie said...
Yeah.
Geordie said we should do it. No.
I think that's something where, like, I used to get, like, 3 appointments a year, and then, because I was considered at risk, just due, like, not, like, suicidal, but, like, just an at-risk person due to how bad my mental health is and the CPTSD and stuff, they'd, like, give me 10 a year. They'd always make me switch my psychologist, though, which is so unhelpful, because it takes 3 sessions to recap the PTSD.
Okay.
And so I can't do anything, and I think that's, like, an active, like, choice on the behalf of people who design the medical system, because they don't want you to get better, they just want it to look like they're doing something so that they can squeeze as much money out of you as possible.
In fact, it's
or
interesting...
punish you for being poor.
In fact, that's interesting that you bring that up for this game in particular. I think that's something you can absolutely read. Before anything else, did we remember... It's on the first floor somewhere. Did we remember where they said the tape was?
In the office.
That staff only looks like an officer... Oh, what we got? What is it? What is it, James? What'd you say? What'd you say? Also, while we've got a minute, yes, we're going to be talking about some serious shit with this game, so... it's something I have brought up, that you and I have done a decent enough job, I think, of just cracking jokes when jokes turn up.
Yeah.
But that, yes, this game touches on some very serious things that, sometimes I'm definitely like, don't fucking make that crack. Okay. The suitcase is locked. What have you got?
If only I had some kind of key.
His wife's been...
Hang on!
His wife's been dead for 3 years and he can't read.
He can read, he just chooses not to. I can't use it. Oh, no,
Maybe the hotel key
key
won't do it. What about the fish key? Fish key does it.
Yeah, there you go.
For a different... Fucking awesome. Doing it.
Excuse me? Where is my sex tape? Oh, we sold it.
We sold it to the guy in room 204.
Fuck.
Okay, might have to go, like, find out what's going on in room 204. It's the only clue you've got. Is it your sex tape? Is it your funniest home videos? What's going on with that one?
It's my tape over of WWE. I taped over our wedding and anniversary video. Baby, you don't understand.
Hold on to that joke. Anyway, so, and there's also the reading room. Oh, not right
Hang
now,
on.
but I'm...
Okay, I was like, they put me in a cramped room. I don't fucking trust
Yep.
these bitches.
I am definitely going to advise for a later segment, remember this room is here, because you can miss it.
What are you looking at, James?
What'd you say?
Ooh.
What is it?
Hashtag.
Health Dinks! Oh, what's he got to say about that book?
Bookie.
What's he...
There's a book open on top of the desk. It looks like a medical book. I've already read enough medical books. None of them ever did any good.
Also, I can't read. But, remember this room is here.
Yeah.
This room will be important later on. Apparently, we have to find the Ray J tape, so, that's...
That's the Kim K. Ray J one, isn't it?
There you go. Yeah, okay, well, yes.
Wait, was that it? I don't fucking remember.
Well,
I was a child.
We're looking for Kim Kardashian's tape.
Yeah.
We're looking for the tape that James made with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
In a hotel. Which, yes, I think you can make that crack that they left a videotape behind in a hotel after all the other themes that this game has been... Thank God they're giving you all these shoddy shells. After all the themes this game has been going for so far, it could absolutely be making that that joke if it really wanted.
I'm a little damaged. I might have a little sippy just because I got some extra.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't want to say anything. Anyway.
Cloak room, check that off. I can't get into the hall.
Can you not get into... Oh, no, you came up here and then you started. And
I need to check down. I need to do my methodical go through everything.
Which, that's good for this game. Fucking do that.
Wait, which way have I got? That way. There, yeah. There
So,
we go.
204, we gotta keep...
Checked out everything I can over here.
For the moment, yep. You can't... It's been a pain in the ass. You do have the elevator. You don't have it right now, but you do...
Yeah.
Oh, boy, what could it possibly be? Oh, I'm loving this. Thank you so much, video game. This is the thing I want to look at.
Oh, I don't like the gape it has. It's like gaping dragon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the worst thing that's happening on screen.
I mean, there's
right
a
now.
lot of bad things. I just don't like. I don't like that it winks at me.
Yeah. I like that. Like one of the articles I put in the Discord this week, all about like Angela's character specifically.
James.
Yep, it's coming at you.
Sweetie.
Fucking hurry up, buddy.
Sweetie, you can walk backwards while we're loading, I promise.
Even if you wanted to, you can make a thing about how, like the prison level, all the jerk-off enemies are running around there, and that's a whole thing about what are you going to do in a jail cell with no time. And even just what do people come to hotels for? Regardless of the additional context.
I'm wondering if, like, his thing is, like, he literally views his expression of sexuality and self-pleasure and stuff as being restricted. Or, like, being, like, something he can't do or something that's punishable. Or even that it's, something that is, like, his sexuality is a prison to him. Or that he's locked that part of him away. That, the self-pleasure, which is important.
Yep.
It's good for your mental health.
But even that, even making the enemies that look like they're jerking themselves off, and it looks disgusting, that's even, like, James being disgusted by, like, I can't believe I'm doing this, like
post-nut clarity.
Yeah, Mary's over there. Like, even that, it's the post-nut clarity enemy, but even Mary's literally over there. What the fuck am I doing?
There's a hole in the word.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Right, cunt. Wait, is there a C? There's only K.
Hang on.
Boo. What can you make? What can you make?
Is there an F?
There's a D.
There's a D.
Hang on. There's no F. But there is D. Yeah.
Dirt.
You can make dirt.
Dill.
You can make
Dilf.
diet. You can make dill. Yeah! Let's fucking go! This is a game about James's repressed sexuality. This is a conceptual anthology for the Kim Kardashian timeline. Thank you. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure out what that. Oh, here we go.
Photos scattered all over the bed. I wonder what they could possibly do.
What's this? Give a look.
Well,
Well, we're gonna have to figure that out.
part of the photo's been coloured over with a marker.
So you may have to remember this room is here. And it is nice that the map does actually like make you little notes of. I am advising people, by the way, to clip that. I am. Fuck. What was I just talking about? Oh, now it's unlocked. There you go. Now you can. Yeah, you know, you can just have a very quick way. It's nice that the map does remind you, hey, puzzle solution there. Go there. All right. So.
Whoa.
Shit. Wait. Oh, they're just dead. Oh, that's a jump. That's a scare in its own right. Oh, fuck. Did I kill that thing? Oh, it's fine.
It's the fact that it's still low to the ground. It still looks like it's going.
It is the fact that that is hands down the worst enemy in this whole game.
Ew.
Yeah, there is nothing good about why the fuck is that thing here? There is nothing remotely good about what's happening if that thing's on screen. It's funny, you think, I wasn't already clipping it.
Thank you, Jody.
Thank you.
We love you, Jody.
Yeah, alright, so that's pretty much it for this floor, isn't it?
I'm your streamer and I love you actually for real. It's not parasocial, I promise.
I think there is a stairwell.
Yeah. There's a stall, but...
Do you want to... No, by the way, not check it out.
I'm conflicted.
Yeah, no, work...
I can't get in there, can I?
No.
That's downstairs.
Okay, what works for you?
Wait, it said that I got employee room
Thank
key?
you, Jody.
Thank you. Employee elevator key.
Oh, here we go. All right, so the elevator might be the clue. I was at least gonna say, do you want to?
Yeah, I want to explore everything first before I do that.
Even that, I was just gonna say.
Last time I went into the elevator, I changed worlds.
No, good point. Sometimes you gotta think, am I gonna fucking change universes if I go through that door? It's a whole thing. That's all. I just was like, hey, it's locked, and check out the So this is your goal as well. You got to figure out how you're gonna get past this thing because you can see on the map.
Yeah.
Your ultimate goal that you're looking for is going to be here.
I can't look up photos. They put too many photos up.
I think this is the reverse parasocial relationship. Alright, so yeah, with that, we have an elevator, employee elevator key, so we're just going to have to roll with that for a minute. We're going to have to figure out
where was the elevator?
There is, no, that one's marked off. I think
so upstairs.
Is it going to be worth you, since you're here, Do you want to save?
Yes.
I'm going to say it a lot, but it's a good...
I love save scumming.
especially in this game of, like, there's no, like, checkpoint. It's just, what was your save? Like, it's got to be, you gotta really get that in your mindset.
It's all hotel lobby.
Yeah. By the way, Sed says they're sorry they're late. Sorry, the whole stream has been
Sed.
derailed because you're...
Wait, Sed, I want to show you my cool mask. I mostly wore this to show off to you because I think you think it's cool.
Hang on a sec.
No, let me put it on first.
Hang on. You having fun there, bud?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yeah. No. I'm not having fun.
Jack can get their hair caught. Jack can get their hair caught in a bunch of shit. This is great because now I can just take my own stream back. I can just talk about my own shit. Fucking awesome. You having fun there, bud?
That's awesome. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna take it up. I'm wearing if you could actually hear what I was saying. Oh, my glasses.
I think if I
Velma the Gimp.
I think if I click this,
Yeah.
oh no, we're fine. I was gonna be like, I think James might accidentally like pull off a shot if I
Well, I'm not aiming. Which is a benefit, I guess.
All right, so we got to figure out how we're gonna get to that employee elevator.
Boobs are boobing boobily.
Oh.
I love this shirt, but like, fuck.
I also love this shirt. Anyway, where else is what else have we got to explore? We got to like
elevator. No, elevator? No, that's broken.
It says it's broken. Give it a go anyway, but I feel like it would tell you it was locked, wouldn't it?
It'd be the barrier as opposed to being
I think the employee elevator is like its own specific thing we will eventually get to, but
No, I'm going the wrong way.
The cloakroom has the... No, you did that one. No, yeah, you did that one because you found the room, the key for room 204.
Yeah, I need to find the cunt answer.
There's an elevator. Oh.
No, nothing happens.
Bummer. Can you...
Yeah, it's not locked.
I was going to say, can you hit the buttons on the side? Is that the sometimes...
Nah, I push the button, but nothing happens.
Alright, I don't 100% remember. We're going to have to fucking bullshit this one. I recently copped a Spider-Punk hat. I'm giving a quick dust rolling. Oh, fucking,
Send pics.
Don't worry, you're not going to dox your face, but put pics in Discord. Fucking show us. I want to see Spider-Punk shit.
Please!
Fucking hell, that video. Whatever, you can just pull it out at the most opportune moments. If we could figure out... Oh, there's a locked room there.
Wait, where? Oh,
I don't know if that's employee elevator, but that might at least be like a goal to aim
elevator?
for.
Yeah, there we go. Excuse me.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so, and there's a save point.
Yahoo!
Thank God there's a save point here. That's all. What if we kiss near Lake Mungo? What if I kissed my future drowning self in Lake Mungo? Oh. Alright, so, you've got your goal.
Why are there health drinks? Why are there health drinks and a save point?
No, don't stress about it. You just, you got your elevator. Go on the elevator. No, go on the elevator. No, go on the elevator, it's fine.
I don't know if I want to go.
No, it's fine, man. Go on the elevator. Like, the elevator is your goal.
What if I go home?
No, go on the elevator, man. Say the thing.
No!
I'm sorry, bud. But the weight allowance is one person.
Don't.
There's a notice above the buttons. Alright, that's unfortunate. How are we gonna go down this elevator, buddy? What's your plan? Promise to send pics when my phone comes back to life? Yep, no stress. There is a cupboard next to you. Well, better figure it out, because we gotta figure out how we're gonna get past this segment, aren't we? What are you gonna leave behind?
Oh, no, shit.
I mean, what do you want to leave behind? I mean, that come on, that's got to be at least like 3 people's worth. That's got to be way better at this point, right? Come on. This game is the funniest fucking game in the entire world.
No, how much?
This is where we find out that Silent Hill 2 is actually a prequel to Angel Egg. I also got a big top burger cap. I heart big top burger.
I don't have to put the photo of my wife away, do I?
Weight limit 1 person.
But that's
Put the
my
thing in
wife.
charge, and it shits itself. Average Apple battery. Well, what do you need to leave behind? To one person behind. What's the plan, buddy?
You're
Come on.
fucking joking.
Come on, buddy. We got a stream to get through. Come on.
How much?
What are you going to leave behind? What do you leave behind? What's important? Come on, buddy.
No!
We're eating time here, bud. Come on.
How much? Fuck!
Come on, man. Your wife's waiting. Your wife's waiting. What's the hold up, bud?
My gun is not that heavy.
Come on, man.
Please. Oh, you're fucking kidding. Can I at least take the photo of my wife back? Yeah, I'm taking everything back. I'm
Start
taking
again. Start again, huh? Start
I'm
again.
gonna-
What's important?
Keeping the photo of my wife.
Do the thing, but...
Can I at least keep my health drinks with me? You fucking bastard! Your turmeric shot is too fat!
Oh, this game fucking making you do it individually. What is the limit? What is the limit? Fucking... What's the limit, James?
I'm gonna...
The funniest thing the game can make you do.
The photo of my wife is not that heavy! Is it the key? Is it literally everything? Is literally everything too heavy?
The funniest fucking thing this game can do. What took so long, bud?
Man, I fucking hate this game. Oh.
Some of them don't work, I think. I think you're on the first floor?
No, I'm on the second floor at the moment.
But yes, it's not enough that it's just put everything on the shelf. It's that you have to go, what is the limit? What is the limit? What is the... It's everything. It's every weapon you've got. I'm sorry. You've got to leave the photo of your wife behind. The wife, that's just... It's too heavy. You got a bonus map, though, so you got the second half for all the employees. So they've got all the secret rooms in the hotel. I knew hotels had secret rooms.
I'm gonna look at their refrigerator. Nothing ever bad happens in a refrigerator.
Nothing bad ever happens in the fridge! What'd you find, James? What'd you find?
Finally.
Oh,
Oh, and a can opener.
Well, that's one goal that you have found.
One!
We found the videotape. Now we have to figure out how the fuck you're gonna get in the hotel room. Or figure out what you're gonna do with that videotape. You gotta figure out whatever the fuck's going on in room 204. We gotta figure out, how we're gonna figure out this problem. To quote Lindsay Lohan, the limit does not exist. I'm not up to date
I
on
can't
mine.
even have a photo of my wife for emotional support.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there's stairs.
Emotional support is heavy. No, sorry, man.
Sorry, you can't have your emotional fucking baggage, you fat bitch.
But hey, you've got the videotape, right? So you can go back now, right?
Is it gonna yell at me again?
But you can go back now, right?
Well, can I?
What's in the fridge?
Oh,
There's
just
fucking
finally-
bullets in the fridge!
I only had some form of gun, did Date is 1 year ago. I wonder if that's relevant.
No, I figured it was a Mean Girls reference, Geordie. Do not stress. I'm out of my pretend beer. I can. In fact, I got fucking blitzed at Fang the other way.
Can I go back? I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe you can. Wait, really? Can you?
No, I don't think it's gonna let me.
Uh-oh. Weight allowance 1 person.
No, it's not. It's not even letting me look at the buttons.
Uh-huh.
James is like, no, I'm good. This seems good.
Actually, my wife has been dead for 3 years, and, I can't read. Although, again, Laura is the hole in that story, that it could have been 3 years ago, but, like, we've been given
time
hope.
has been fucky the entire time we've been here.
Also, like...
It's too dark to read the map. Fuck you.
You took it for granted. This whole time you've been going, the light will always be there.
No, I love the light. I can't. How could I abuse substances? I love substances.
You know what else that you've been taking for granted up until this point?
My gun.
Radio. Gun too.
Fuck. I didn't want to put the radio away because of that, and I just thought about it.
Oh, I saw your face. I saw the dawning moment of...
I was thinking about it, I'm like, surely they'll let me take at least the light and the radio.
That's like horror design in itself. That's pure from like a game. You couldn't put that in a movie. That's like you realizing how much stuff you have to put away, trying to prioritize. But I can hold on to this, right? So
I can't even look at pictures of my wife.
The moment you realize just how much... Oh, that looks important. What are you looking at? What is it, James?
Potatoes.
Got another music box.
Oh, cookies.
Ooh.
Cookies are fine past their expiration date.
Cook! Alright,
the
cat is very happy here, and the cat absolutely gets mad at me for, when I'm not sitting in the correct position and she can't sit on me. I need to go get myself a beer. Oh, wait. I'm gonna get myself another pretend beer. Do you want anything warm up?
Water.
Would you like some water?
Yeah.
Would you like it in your Hello Kitty cup?
Yes.
Will that make you feel better about what you're about to do?
Yes, I need my emotional support. I can't have my emotional support picture of wife. So I need my emotional support Hello Kitty cup. Okay, so the pantry I checked out. I can't go anywhere else, I don't think.
There was those stairs from earlier.
Oh no! I don't want to go down the stairs in the dark. I have a bad history with stairs, dude.
Update the page. Fuck, I should absolutely just make that a page one day, but to be fair, since the incident, you have behaved yourself,
you make that page and I'm showing that to the doctors next time I have to go to the hospital.
You can use it as a build a case for PTSD. It's a trauma.
Oh, it's too dark to read them that. I'm full of farts. I'm gonna be real, dude. I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous and so full of farts.
You don't realise how important everything is until they take it from you, huh? What's that thing? Oh! Suddenly! Oh, the game's not scary, right? Suddenly...
It was scary! This is worse!
Suddenly, when you don't have your early warning system, and you don't have your light, and you have no way to defend yourself, suddenly it's actually a horror game this time, huh?
I can't even punch. He doesn't even host up.
His wife has been dead for we don't know, and he can't read.
And he can't throw a fucking punch either. What do I do? How do I get past that?
He is not Chris Redfield.
Oh god. Let me pass.
Figure it out. It's still coming at you. It's still coming at you. You don't have any health drinks. Don't fucking waste time. Great room.
What's he looking at?
What's it? What's it?
Oh.
Now resources is what. Now the survival horror game has actually become a survival horror game where.
Haha, you thought you were good at the game?
Now we're going places. I love when big monster is all skinned and gored and agony all of its life. Let me tell you about Silent Hill 3, definitely. I feel like You're missing that radio now, huh?
Oh no.
Let me in. And I'm pretty sure there's something else you still need to do on that floor, too.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Now it's a horror game.
No, let me pass. Don't touch me. I do not consent to a search. Please. Oh god.
Almost. There we go.
Oh, thank god.
What's he? What do we got? Shin Godzilla. Fucking hell.
Shin Godzilla, so good.
Shin Godzilla, so fucking good. So yes, we are absolutely big fans of Shin Godzilla and Godzilla -1s.
Cam with no nibble.
What could you possibly... if only we had some sort of utensil. Something that could help out in this scenario.
Hi, baby.
Yummy! I was gonna say, bite into it. Nutritious snack.
Like a light bulb.
Don't worry, you just in case you...
I like it goes, yeah, that's a light bulb.
Yep. My wife has been dead for who knows how long, and I cannot read.
Yeah, I guess he's got to the point where he's like, yeah, sure, fucking whatever at this point.
Yeah. You know, after all the prison shit I saw, that'll do. That's enough. Really good movie. I'm glad me and my friend,
Oh no, the worst horror. Being a hospitality worker.
I'm wondering if, I'm trying to remember if, like, there's any Silent Hills. Oh, kind of this one, I guess, but any Silent Hills that kind of, like, lean into alcoholism specifically. Maybe that's a bit more of... I think Silent Hill 1 does that, because, if only there was some kind of solution. I think Silent Hill 1... I think, Silent Hill 1 does it because it's very deliberately being inspired by Stephen King novels, actually. Where a lot of his novels were about him.
I can check the map now. Bob Venus tears.
Ugh.
I mean, the goddess of love crying, I don't know. Or, I don't know.
It's the...
Tears because it's wet.
Thematic! I know, almost anything in this, if you squint hard enough, you can probably, Now it's a horror game. What's that? What is it, James? Which one?
Can of thinner.
Where have we seen paint before?
Upstairs. I cannot fucking remember. It's been a week.
See, again, that's why I'm here. Where have we... You've got some thinner. What would you use thinner for? What would,
Oh, for the photo! Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me!
I will say, Oh, wait, no, there's a set of stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are my options? What are my options? Oh.
I need to explore everything! Don't touch me! Don't touch me, I'm looking!
I'm in a rush! I'm in a rush, we're going to explore! I'm going to explore! Oh. Where you at?
Oh, I'm up... Wait, where am I? Okay, I'm up here. And now I need
You've made it, you've done the loop.
Okay.
You've done the
and
loop.
now I need to go pick my stuff up from upstairs?
Mm-hmm. I will say, yeah, like, prioritize, because I think you can...
I hate that!
Yeah. That's the horror experience. I think you can use that elevator if you need. You gotta, like, prioritize. Do you want to go check out that elevator, or do you want to get your stuff back? Because there's stuff running around.
Can I use the elevator again?
Oh, I think the elevator you just came from on the bottom floor, where you got the can of paint thinner. So I think, yeah, just loop around, figure it out, figure out where your stuff is.
It's upstairs. How do I get upstairs again?
Further up. Yeah, I think you go inside the, like, main hallway, which is, like, has, like, the double door shit. There you go. She's got really great writing ideas, and we like to shoot the shit about that sort of thing. So we've written up a list of movies to watch, really good or really bad. Oh, fuck yeah.
Stuff only?
Yeah, wasn't it? No. This is where you found the key to the room.
Was it? This is the second floor.
No, that's all the guest rooms, but it doesn't help that my computer can't quite run this at 60 frames either. Yeah. So it turns out
I just get motion sick really easily. That's a me problem.
Well, we'll be done soonish with this game. Don't you stress.
Where's the broken elevator? It's not too dark to read the fucking map. I can't read the map in this light because what if I strain my eyes? James
cannot read. See, it's plot critical. He can't read.
He can read. He just chooses not to. This is weaponized incompetence.
Maybe if you go up near the window, there's some light there. There you go.
Oh, there. So
there you go. Okay, so you're on the wrong end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the wrong end. You want the other set of guest room. Not sure if you're still in contact with it. How's your friend Charlie? Charlie literally lives down the road. Like, Charlie's good. Yeah, I think Charlie's, as far as I know, last I heard they've, moved in with people. Whoa, hey! Whoa!
What do you mean?
Oh, boy! Woo! Oh, hey! There you go. Okay, so the way that the level has been designed, you've got all your stuff back. Now, if you want to explore that basement area again, or anything else, now you've got a couple extra keys.
I explored it, didn't I?
Maybe that, I am trying to remember, maybe that elevator isn't actually anything, maybe.
Nice.
Maybe it's nothing. Don't forget to save regularly, especially now you got your stuff back.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are they not there now that I have my shit back? Is my radio not on? Hang on.
Oh, yeah, it may have, like, everything may have just got turned off when you,
No, it's on. Yeah,
well,
it's on.
you can double check in case you want.
I just volume. I can make it loud. There we go. That's what I need.
That's like your own self-imposed difficulty. You can how horror game do you want the horror game? Do you want to be able to know when shit's coming? Do you want to like? I think the prison scare, for example, wouldn't work without the elevator. Like not the elevator, Jesus,
without
the radio.
The radio, yeah.
Like that's the only clue you've got that there's even something in the
paint thinner.
Yes, there you go. Making fucking good progress. Like, you think that, you think the level design...
I feel the need to explore everything, which I think helps, even though I'm getting smacked.
This game absolutely encourages that. The levels are so, like, massive and can be a bit, confusing, so it does incentivize you to approach it methodically and,
Yeah, that's the thing of, like, always turn left if you don't know where you're going.
And you open that shortcut to it as well, so you don't have to,
Yeah.
That's like it's shaving off 2 fucking seconds. It doesn't mean all that much.
What if I want to climb through the holes in the wall?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe James wants to climb through holes. It's plot critical that James wants to climb through holes. That's actually a thing in Homecoming. It's absolutely...
Right, really?
It's a plot point in Homecoming. That why do all the holes that I have to crawl through just happen to look like vaginas with teeth? It's important.
Oh, is this, Angela? Because she said she was looking for her mama and then went, oh, sorry, mother.
That's an interesting read. It could even be just like, my favourite word today, thematically. Just the fact that Laura is in the hotel as well. We just had the message about Mary wishes she'd
adopted her, yeah.
Hey, what's that?
That's all the music boxes.
That's 3 music boxes. Oh, wow, we're only an hour in and I'm like, wow, like, oh shit, who do we get? Demon's Doom. Thank you for joining, Demon's Doom. I am glad that we convinced you. How did you find this place?
Fucking jump scaring myself with the dead abstract daddies.
Now it's a horror game. Now it's fucking spooks. All right, yeah, we are making fucking breakneck progress with this actually, because
I'm too smart.
Yep, you're actually too smart.
And definitely not because you've been holding my hand the entire time.
I've done my best. I've done my best not to like tell you too much because I have been like let Jack sort of figure out the puzzles because again. There will be a point where we will know what ending, I had like a full 5 seconds to, see Geordie put that in and go, here it comes. Alright, so, yeah, you've got your 3 music boxes, so, what are you going to work with?
I want to believe she's happy.
Interesting. In fact, I think, yeah, maybe the,
Do I have to put down all of them is my question?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if there is actually... it might honestly just be a bit of trial and error.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what the, what any possible connection of them would be.
I think there might be something...
hang on.
I think it might actually be something to be like the item descriptions will give you like a vague clue or something. Or just the story.
Found in the garden. Found in room... Okay. Little Mermaid originally dies because she doesn't want to kill the prince in order to stay human. That's original. Cinderella originally, she does get the happy ending with the prince, but her stepsisters cut off their toe and their heel. Snow White, I think, is pretty faithful to the original quotation marks. I'm wondering, is it just severity of the tale?
I think it might
or is it the order that I found it in?
Possibly. It may just be the order that they're in on the inventory. I'm trying to remember if there's a logic to it. I feel like there is, and it's supposed to have something to do with the...
I keep on pressing the wrong fucking button for the...
And I think it is supposed to be... I think there is, like, something to do with, like, elements of the story that make the music box...
what do you mean I can't use it here?
Oh, you may not... Magic pixel shit.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a PS2 game here. Here we go. Alright, give it a go. Does it work?
Not at all.
Sounds like dog shit.
That doesn't sound quite right.
Oh, is there... I was going to say, like, can you, like, look on the back of the music box or something and get a clue?
Oh.
Because there is something about I wish she was happy, so that's, like, possibly some sort of... Nah, nothing. I think there might be a broader clue, but you might just have to, You may just have to trial and error it a little bit and figure out,
And can I... No, I can't examine them closer. I'm trying to see if there's any difference.
No legs.
No.
Like, legs and shoe. Just legs and an apple. I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Would the shoe count as, like, a third leg or something? I don't know. Is it saying, like... maybe the number of legs? I'm trying to remember. I think there is actually a,
I'm gonna try the order I played it in. I found them in, rather. It is using all of them, yes?
Yes, no, you do have to use all of them.
Because that'd add so many. Like, if I just fuck around with it until I find
Yeah, you'll figure it out. You gotta do with a little bit of magic pixel shit, but you will get there. Not doing much better, is it? Between the two of us, we can change... Between the two of us punks, we can eat one light bulb.
I'm just gonna try and swap around the edges, and then...
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, be methodical
that means,
about it.
yeah. And then if that doesn't work, I'll just swap the two there until I get to it.
That's a good way to do it.
One of them's right.
I am wondering. I'm wondering if like you can actually listen to it and figure out a difference, but I think you're on the right track. I think you're
So I need to do Cinderella then Snow White. Nope. Cinderella. Snow White in the middle. Oh wait, is it? Hang on. Let me try putting. No, that doesn't sound right.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna be silly and try and.
By all means, no. Figure out.
I'm
figure
probably
out
just
whatever
wasting
it is.
time.
No, figure out whatever figure out whatever the puzzle needs you to figure out.
That sounds worse.
Again, like, I am gonna actually like vaguely look this up and see if
Hang on.
No, I'm not gonna give you the solution or anything.
No, hang on. No, they all sound bad.
No, I think no matter what, it's going to sound bad until you figure out a solution. I am just going to look up this particular puzzle, just in case there is actually a logic to it, and not necessarily give you the clue, but at least help you maybe get an idea of what the logic is.
So I've tried everything. If I do this one, have tried everything that has Little Mermaid in the first one. No. So Little Mermaid is not the first one.
Cool. Yep, fucking just figure it out. Oh, there's an engraving next to each? What? Oh, that'll help you. Okay, that might be something we're missing. Like, maybe don't play the music box, just read what the thing on the thing says. Like, on one of the sides. It played.
Oh, even so, I want to believe
go.
she's still happy.
Okay, that could be a clue.
Oh, beauty, both a blessing and a curse thou be. I wonder if that one's Snow White then, because that's the whole thing of Snow White is it's envy.
Okay. I think
No, didn't mean to do that.
We'll figure it out. I think it's also the fact that we're like doing this on hard puzzle difficulty, so we're also getting.
I didn't realize you could each have one. That makes sense though. There's a plate in front of the indentation. It was shameful greed. That's the Cinderella one.
That's the more obvious. Shoe.
Yeah. Oh, that was also her stepsisters cut off bits of their foot, and like the original Grimm's fairy tale, they cut off like one of them cut off her big toe, the other one cut off her heel to fit in the glass slipper.
Yep.
And then the animals noticed and would like warn the prince and go, "Look at her fucking feet, she's bleeding everywhere." And then even so, I wish to believe she's happy. I think that's something like the Little Mermaid. Mermaids don't have souls the way humans do, and she wanted to have a soul and be a human. So she like the sea witch went, "Oh, you can do that if you make him fall in love with you with 3 days. If you don't, you have to either kill him or you have to you will turn into sea foam." her sisters gave up their hair so that she had a knife so she could kill the prince. And then turned back into a mermaid. But she went, no, I'm not doing that. She just threw herself off the boat and became part of the sea foam. And then I think that meant because she sacrificed herself in that way, she became an air sprite, which is technically just a soul.
Yep.
But I think there was also one where she just fucking dies.
Yep. Well, again, I'm gonna have to be like, you're just gonna have to play the music box and see if you were right on it.
Oh, there we go. I wonder what those other ones are. Oh, there's a key there.
What's the key?
Hotel
stairway key. Oh boy.
Music box here. And I get to find out what the other music boxes are.
You've done the painting. Yeah, you got the music box in there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All that's left. You've unlocked the staircase. It would be worth saving. Because all that's left to do is go to the staircase. It says on the map.
See my wife.
It says it on the map. Waiting for you.
Is it
up on the second floor?
Yeah.
Oh boy, like I'm surprised how quickly actually that we've gotten through this segment. I'm like, oh boy, do we have a 3-hour stream out of this one today? But yeah, nah, you're just find where those stairs are. There they are. So I think directly behind where you're facing. There you go, that way.
I'm really fucking bad with directions. I did it to you today when I went, no, you turn right up ahead, and you're like,
that's a left, buddy.
You mean left?
It's definitely, yeah, there's been
really
moments
struggle.
where you said, I'll turn right here, and I look over at the GPS and be like, don't say anything, just let them up those stairs. Oh boy, alright, so. Finally, we make, I mean, up to you if you want to like explore anything else that might be on this floor. Just know that,
where is she waiting for me? This is the other side.
I was gonna say, was this the fucking
employee map?
Yeah, maybe. That may have turned off like your waiting for you thing. That's the prison. Look at all the places we've been.
Yeah.
And you've already picked up the videotape. You found that in the bait. Oh, was that it? No. And then you can use the up and down arrows to.
I guess.
Yep. Here we go. This is looking a little better. Yep, you've been through all here. No, you're just on this floor. Time to explore. I think you've got the key in your inventory anyway to say.
Sure.
Which room that you guys were staying in.
The 312. That's right.
All right, so 312. That's your last port of call. We've been waiting. Oh.
Okay, so I gotta go through here if I want to explore stuff first. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, what else is there to do on this floor apart from explore what's left? Is this it? That's the one. Yeah. So do you want to hold on to that for a minute? I want to
hold on to that for a minute.
Not to keep everyone in suspense, but do you want to hold on to that one for a minute? Or do you want to see what your other options are?
It looks like a landscape of this area. I don't know. Is that going to affect my ending? I don't want to be punished for exploring everything.
Don't you stress.
I love that there's like a bloody drag staying there.
Again, the same, like, this is a very nice looking hotel considering the town you're in, but even the carpets are like a little bit stained, a little bit gross. Nah, there's nothing else to do. Everything else is blocked off, buddy.
It's time for my wife.
Are we ready? Are we ready, everyone? It's like, this is the last port of call. This is the last thing that the video game had to give us. The video game just said, there's a videotape. There's the fucking hotel.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh.
Alright. So.
Oh, I don't know if it's just like set dressing so they didn't have to animate James's reflection, but that's something where you veil mirrors when someone passes away so their spirit doesn't get trapped.
This was from that fucking movie we watched last night, isn't it?
Oh, no, there was also, that's also just, I believe it's Victorian and specifically Irish.
I think that's a reference to Silent Hill 1. That's like the memo books where you save points. There's a television.
I want to look around first.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else on this floor to do, but there is a...
Man, James been holding it.
There's a VLC. Not a VLC, Jesus Christ. There's a television. There's a video player.
VCR, yeah. James?
Are we ready?
Do you need me to tell you that?
Are we ready to see?
And I want to look at my beautiful eye.
James and Mary's fucking funniest home video submission. Are we ready?
Hang on. Oh.
I didn't want to say anything, But something interesting has been happening while you weren't paying attention. I don't want to give away too much, but there is a point in the game where the letters in the letter start becoming harder to read, and you have accidentally tripped on it, but again, I didn't want to say too much.
Excuse me, ma'am? Ma'am? Wrong one. Wrong button.
Before anything else, do you need
In
the
my handwriting.
Do you need the bathroom or anything?
No, let's do it.
Are you ready? All right, this is what we've been building towards. I'm not going to say a fucking thing. I'm just going to let it do its thing.
Excuse me.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here.
Blink and you'll miss it.
It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place.
You can call it that.
I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
What are you doing, James? Is he smothering her? Son of a bitch. I don't think murder is medically classified as a disease.
Mary.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here. sorry.
Remember the dead guy in the apartment?
That Eddie said he didn't kill.
That voice.
Is that James saying he's gonna kill himself? Also, I wonder, I just thought of it then, what kind of adult would let Laura go to Silent Hill on her own? Is she already dead and she's a ghost? Or again, I'm thinking maybe Aspect, that if she's just someone who also died.
We've got something slightly bigger to talk about.
Yeah.
Before you go out that door. This is the moment. Now, I don't know. I have been going, sort of playing coy. I think as far as video game plot twists go, or horror story plot twists, maybe it's not the biggest plot twist. But I had to be like, did you know?
I wasn't expecting that, no. I didn't know about that. I knew he was a piece of shit. But, I didn't know that he was that big of a piece of shit.
And that's it. That's the moment that suddenly you look back on all the other things that happened in the game and it turns it on its head. So, last stream I was like, Silent Hill even knows how to turn its victims against each other. With the Eddie Dombrowski fight, how James was like, I can't believe I killed a human being. Then why the fuck did he immediately go, look, Mary, did you really die 3 years ago? What possible reason could you have put those two together? Unless, at least in my mind, he's going, but look how bad I feel about killing a real person. See, Mary, I couldn't have possibly done it. You see,
that was even me bringing up the statistics of abuse and male partners leaving their female partners during terminal sicknesses and stuff, or chronic illnesses and disability and stuff.
Everything up to this game has been a man who has been confronted by his own sexuality, confronted by his own, I don't know what I'd want to, I feel weird about wanting something, my wife is there, do I want someone else? And you look at the monsters and you go oh, this is just a man, the horror is that he's conflicted by that. Until you turn it on its head and go, no. It was a man looking for an excuse to get rid of the thing holding him back. Suddenly, this dude who, Eddie is the extreme version of that, of somebody I just want to kill people, and James up to this point has been he's done his best to try and help the people around him. You mostly see that with Angela especially. But again, Silent Hill knows how to put its victims against each other. All three of the adult characters in this game that we've seen, at least the real ones, James, Angela, Eddie, all three of them have killed people.
There were also the three that had graves. Laura didn't have a grave, and Maria didn't have a grave.
And we got to mention that as well. Silent Hill knows how to put its victims against each other. 10 seconds of silence from Laura is way more haunting than anything that came next. That's Silent Hill going, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Gonna put you in front of the man that killed the person you loved. That's even...
Who killed your surrogate mother.
Even when they haven't done anything wrong, the town can still find a way to fuck with you. So, this moment turns everything on its head. Even if it's a fairly simple plot twist, by fucking Christ, you go back.
Well, you weren't expecting it based on everything else.
Some people guess it, see it coming, and I had to be.
It's that thing of, I guess, of he wouldn't be the kind of man to do that. He's such a nice guy and he loves his wife so much. He was a little serious. He was a little surly. But she was sick.
She was sick. Yeah, I had to be like that. I had to be like, I've got to play coy a little bit with what the ending was. I had to be like, and I feel like you were at least going, nah, I'm pretending I don't know.
No, I actually didn't know that he was the one who.
Because I remember a few weeks ago, I was like saying like, oh, going off about Silent Hill because for whatever reason this was my hyperfix for lately, and then you went, oh, I know he did something bad. It was like, fuck, that's it, we're playing it. So
well, like he has a lot of guilt, so he had to like beyond having lost his partner.
But now it's flipped on its head of, oh, he had guilt for losing his partner and never being enough for her, or
yeah, I thought there was like he abandoned her, you know.
Well, we might get to see that with a little bit of extra, if we play this for a little bit more.
Yeah.
What I will also say is, it's right in the beginning of the game, in the fucking opening screen where she's reading the letter. That's a shithouse park job that James did. That is like, that's not somebody who's parked a car sanely going, like, it's not just some random trip.
Oh wait,
that's somebody
even
having a
before the
panic
guy
moment.
that Eddie killed. Sorry, when you were saying the dude at the start, I'm wondering if the first dead body we saw, I forgot about, where he's sitting in front of the TV. I'm wondering if
in
James
the exact
killed.
pose that James is doing.
Yeah, I'm wondering if James is already dead, like he shot himself or whatever.
That could be a read. There could be a read. I have alluded to the fact that suicide is a theme of this game. So,
Like, that was him, like, pulling down the noose as part of that puzzle, too. He didn't have to grab it like that.
No, the game is being very fucking literal about that. So, yes, it may not necessarily be the biggest plot twist that's ever been in a horror story, but for a plot twist...
They did it really well.
It fucking redefines the game. And when you go through this a second time and you start seeing, like, how he responds to people, and you suddenly go, why would you say that there? Why would you act like this now?
Yeah.
There was, like, something I almost gave away a second ago that I'm like, hold on for a minute. I'm going to say you want to go back to the hotel library.
Okay.
That's an optional thing. You want to go back to the hotel library.
Ooh.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
You know how go through the level again? But in the other world version this time? Except... this is like extended material that people have kind of figured out.
Oh, this is the real world now, then.
Uh-huh. Because all the other segments you've been doing up to this point, right? You've been... Oh, that's nice. There's a save point there. No, there's a save point, buddy. Yeah, at what point did the game ever give you the big warning that you would, like, ever come back to the real world? Or the fog world? You are... Like, James was living in his fucking delusion that everything was fine. The hotel is pristine. It's clean. Now the game has thrown the big secret at you, has thrown the twist at you, and now James is staring at reality, which is the fucking gross, moldy, everything is leaking hotel. That's fucking, it's a spin people have come up with later, I think, but it's...
observation room again? It's that
down a floor.
I'm just checking it because it's crossing off everything I haven't done with purple. Never mind, no it's not. I guess anything that I was able to get into before is now being crossed off with purple.
So this is basically Corpse Bride, but you're playing Lord Buck as the con man murderer. A little bit. Fuck, I haven't seen Corpse Bride in years. Alright, so yep, I think
Where's
same
the
as...
hotel library?
Cloakroom. Reading room. That's what you want.
Reading room, okay.
By fucking Christ, you want to go to the reading room. Yeah, excuse me.
I'm glad that it's like, unmarked stuff that I haven't gone into in this world.
But again, yeah, like, we'll see it in a minute. We're gonna see the... Hey, where was that medical book that was there before?
Mary's going to die? You must be joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
She died when she got the diagnosis in his eyes.
Possibly. Or, even more insidious. That's where he got the 3-year number from.
Oh.
Because Laura was constantly telling him, like, the first time that she brought up the disparage, that, she'd met Mary like a year ago. James loses his shit and goes, liar!
Yeah.
Because the story has been broken, and his mind goes, what the fuck? No, that can't be right. And this second time where Laura has mentioned it's coming up on her 8th birthday, so it couldn't have been 3 years ago. Mary didn't die 3 years ago. She died yesterday.
Ooh.
This is kind of an extended material thing in like one of the extra books or something. Like the game novel or some shit. Mary is in the boot of your car.
Shit.
Right from the moment you have started the game, that shit part jog that James has done, that's not something that a sane person who is coming back to a town is doing. That's somebody having a panic moment. That's somebody, and when he's looking in the mirror, that's almost when he's recreated that story in his head.
Walking into 207 takes me out to 204.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not in the real world.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, not non-Euclidean. I don't know how to say the phrase non-Euclidean.
I think it is non-Euclidean geometry.
But
the
hotel is no longer making sense. Space is no longer making sense. It's getting grosser by the second. There's some supplies up in that window. I may possibly let you have any extra thoughts you might want to have. I definitely wanted to make sure.
I think I've had my thoughts, but that's...
The situation is so much more dire. James invented a story in his head, and I think that... it unplugged. Shit.
My legs!
James invented a story in his head about his wife dying 3 years ago. Is that working? Can you move?
Yeah, there we go.
When the game starts, him looking in the mirror is the moment he's believing the delusion. The plot only begins from there. We get nothing beforehand. That's the point in James's head of where it's all starting.
Yeah. I think I meant to go through that one. And then 202. Hang on. But the other one's not opened yet. Never mind. Haven't checked 216 yet. Never mind. So 220. Wait, I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing here. No, that's wrong. Do I have to go through these hotel rooms that are like connecting to each other?
You may not need to explore the whole thing. You might just do it if you need to fill out the map. But
oh, I need to go to 212.
Go.
That's not the correct one.
Also, this game came out in 2001.
Yeah.
Where the fucking Halo Combat Evolved was the most fucking successful game. That was the most, that was the fucking highlight of video game writing. And then this thing comes out and blows everything else out the fucking water.
It's 214 there.
Oh, it's not even fucking bothering to give you the message. It's just, fuck it, it's not working.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you've ended up back on the,
yeah, no, I think that means I've marked off everything on my map.
Because I think the doorway is blocked off and you do actually have to go through there to access it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I think you may want to be aiming for the basement again.
Okay.
There might be, I'm honestly trying to remember like where it goes from here. I've been going off on a whole fucking,
I should check.
Was this game before or after October? It was a horror game, so you'd have to assume it was probably a, yeah, and I think Halo might have released November that year as well. But my point still stands. Like, this is such a watershed moment of, there we go. Hit that button.
I have to pee.
Alright, now's the time. That would have been we could have had a big old bathroom break there, but all right.
No, I gotta pee now.
We're gonna come back in a minute. All right, we'll be
nervous.
Good. Are you confronted with the horror of how far men will go?
Yes. As we were with Lake Mungo, which is a good movie and people should watch it.
That's a good fucking movie. I will set up some music in the background and we will be back in 2-ish minutes. So, what's a good song? I don't know. That's a fucking good song. That'll do. And I will see you in about 2-ish minutes. Yeah, I want to go. Fuck. That one. Yeah, there we go. All right, my dude. Are you ready to launch back into it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
loving the sound design of the just the dripping water.
This game has fucking phenomenal goddamn sound design. Jesus. This, like, Akira Yamaoka, at least in his music... I'll close Spotify. Hang on a sec. I will close Spotify in the background, because I think that, like, at least improves my performance at least a little bit. All right, there you go.
Geordie's younger than Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2.
Sometimes I forget how young my audience can be on occasion. Woo! Oh, boy. Oh, interesting camera angle for that one. Jesus.
Real Dutch angle.
Mm-hmm. But also, yeah, water and mop. Speaking of water.
Huh?
What's that? Oh, something's in the water, dude. Something's in the water. Something's in the water, buddy. Oh, also, I believe, originally the developers wanted, in the videotape scene, for the sound of Mary screaming to be in there.
Oh.
And they decided to cut it and give people, 2 more minutes of doubt. 2 more minutes to go, wait, what happened? What's he doing? Is he doing something? There is at least, a 5% chance of somebody going, oh, maybe, you picked on it really quickly, and I was like, oh, fuck, I would have loved it if you,
had a moment. No, there was totally a moment where I'm like, hey, what are you doing? But I saw him pick up the pillow, and I think that was also... I'm thinking of Sopranos because of the joke I made earlier. And then I was like, oh.
Oh, bummer. Oh, what's in the light bulb can? Is there anything in there, buddy, or is it just more light bulbs?
More light bulbs.
I know, you can make a reference or something to the hotel basement flooding, maybe something James Tears that you got caught out,
just
buddy.
fucking filth. That one.
But I think, particularly important scene is about to drop. I mean,
I should have run through.
What could possibly be more important than the shit we just saw, huh? But yeah, Jesus, an hour and a half. I'm not 100% sure we even have a 3-hour stream involved.
That's an interesting juxtaposition. Oh, even that being like a female body sort of trapped.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela. That's wrong.
No. Don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No. I won't.
Oh, I wonder what would happen if I left it in the
Save
locker.
it for yourself?
Me? No. I'd never kill myself.
I know, you said you'd never kill a human being.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
You asked me? Is there going to be any more Angela scenes? Do we get more out of Angela? That's the last we'll see of Angela.
Shit, man.
You can try and go after her.
I don't know if I can. No.
That fire's stopping you. So, this hallway. We've seen with Eddie what someone else's Silent Hill can look like. And now we get a chance to see what Angela's Silent Hills look like.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the previous room. Her whole... What she sees of this town is skin and heat. Spaz said it in the chat. Yes, good read of the whole, like,
Oh
female
no,
bodies.
that's their heads. I thought that was titties.
It could be. Honestly,
I thought it was like decapitated and like literally removing the person from.
Honestly,
the
that's
body.
a read you can have if you wanted. And yes, the genitals are very smooth, so that's very effeminate. I believe the canon thing is it is a impression of her father and brother that she killed.
Yeah.
And actually,
like the drop sheets they put of her bodies in the morgue.
yes, that. There's also they have been skinned and hung up. Their genitals have been taken away. Literally every remotely threatening thing about them has been removed, and this is the only safe way she can look at them. There's that. There's a few points I was going to go off on earlier as well. If you have a Silent Hill 2 save, you will see where Angela ended up in Silent Hill 3.
Not good.
Not good. This is Angela's final scene. Now, a few things that I wanted to bring up as well. How fucking grim. Angela says, "You can't save me," and then the camera goes into first person and goes, "Oh, or do you think
the person can't save me?"
This could not be any more different from Resident Evil. There is the whole sense of, like, how much can we as people do to help people with mental illness? We're not qualified. We can do our best, but you can't erase it out of someone's mind.
Oh, again, that's, I think, the interesting thing Silent Hill does is that people's guilt and shame, but their trauma and their experience shapes their perception of the world, which is what happens in real life. People who have been victims of sexual assault, even with intensive therapy, still view the world as a very threatening place. It's a very dangerous place.
Like,
someone who's in poverty and has been homeless views the world very differently to someone who's been middle to upper class their entire life.
This is my personal read on the situation. The abstract daddies are running around the hotel here, which is at least implying that Angelo is here.
Yeah.
I think in the worst parts of James's mind, he was at least thinking about it. I think he saw another woman running around Silent Hill after losing his own wife and going, oh, maybe another chance, and the game is therefore going, oh, like, this is your classic damsel in distress, right? James setting up for a romantic encounter, and she's like...
You can redeem yourself, right?
After we just had the scene of him having to come to grips with the fact that what happened last time you had to be an emotional support for someone. You killed them. So it is simultaneously like Angela and James being pitted against each other and going, James is not anyone who could do anything in this situation. But also putting it in first person, like, fucking puts the onus on us and goes, you cannot... A gun and a scorpion key cannot fix what's going on in Angela's mind. She is she is way too damaged, and the people in this town in this game are not remotely equipped to look after her and help her out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, like, the people that were supposed to protect her, her parents, victimized her, abused her, and then blamed her.
In fact, since you mention it, in the one of her few sentences she said there, I think it was like, "You're the last one left. Now I can rest." She fully, like... There's a really good essay that I chucked in my Discord about this, of, like, perversely, the mum was the only emotional support she had, by virtue of you're the only other one closest enough who is also a victim of this, of these men doing this. And even then, it's like, she still wanted to kill off the last family member who still hurt her as bad as it was. Even if she wasn't literally doing the physical thing, she still enabled it.
Yeah.
She still needed some emotional support from anyone that was vaguely involved, but that comes from, but my plan is to kill you.
Yeah.
And yes, handing back the knife, where her going up the staircase is her going, but I'm going to,
Listen, you can choose to not hand me back the knife. I'm just gonna walk into the fire.
I'm gonna kill myself anyway, alright? Alright, so yes, deep fucking cuts on Angela. I'm sorry, yes, you going, are we gonna get more with Angela? I'm sorry. Angela is the character that just, neither us, the people playing this game, nor James...
She did nothing wrong. She killed her dad. I don't think she did anything wrong. I think that's self-defense.
And that's kind of the point as well. You can't, no matter how hard you try, and James kind of did, you can't convince her you didn't do anything wrong. It's locked in her brain. She was made to feel guilty by her mum that she let this happen. She internalized that. Now she is a grown adult, and she can't unwrite that out of her brain.
Imagine if she hadn't let them do it, though. They would have physically forced her to, which they probably already did. But if she had attacked back in a way that stopped them, if she had that capability at all and she used it, she would have been told, why are you abusing your father and your brother like that? That's so disrespectful. You should let them do it. That's their right.
Like, she says it, and I did hear you breathe in, and I knew that was going to be like a moment of, oh, we got to see how this goes, and then James, like, immediately goes, no, that's not true. But Angela saying the line, I deserved what happened, that was something that was beaten into her by her mum, much less her abusers.
Yeah. society in general. What were you wearing?
Yep, I'm sorry to say with Angela, like, no, like, the point is, no amount of logic is going to undo the damage that has already been written in her brain.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea that you could just take depression out. Unfortunately, the thing about growing up with depression is the fact that you've just kind of got to work with it. Once it's in there, it's not coming out. You can...
I think it's also, sorry, going back to, like, the victim blaming thing, I think that's something where it's like, what were you wearing? Oh, well, even if what you were wearing was acceptable, what were you saying to him? Did you lead him on? And that's also something where,
Do you mind if I grab one more drink and you can say to camera and I'll hear it from the kitchen? Go on.
But also, I've watched stuff about Lolita. I haven't read or watched Lolita myself, but that's right at the beginning of one of the movies. I'm not sure if it's in the book. They go, oh, what's statutory rape? And it says when a young girl seduces an older man. That's something I think they really, the writer of Lolita specifically did that to show, look, there's a unreliable narrator, and this is me saying, look, well, we can't write hardcore porn, or we have censorship around, like, consensual queer relationships.
Thank you for joining for this particular talk, by the way, Graf. Thank you for the compliment, but we're playing Silent Hill, and we got some real fucking deep cuts. We'll be funnier, like, later. Don't worry about it. Go on.
Also, thank you. I appreciate it. That's very kind.
I'll let you finish your thoughts. Sorry.
But, like, the whole thing of how he wrote, I think the main character's name is Hubert, is that he's an unreliable narrator, and he's a piece of shit who's trying to justify his own actions. That's the men around him are also encouraging and enabling that, because that's how cultural pedophilia happens. That's how cultural rape happens. We do have a rape culture in the West, and we do have a pedophilia culture in the West. A lot of people go, oh, the East has that, like, look at Japan and their animes and their hentais. Look up schoolgirl on Google. Look up schoolboy, then look up schoolgirl. I myself personally
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Well, no, I mean, it's like, you look up schoolboy and it's like, oh, boys wearing school uniforms. You look up schoolgirl, it's like a good chunk of it is the sexy schoolgirl uniform kind of thing. That's something where I'm going to get a bit personal. I myself had...
Do you trust my stream with it?
Yeah, I do. It's something that's a part of my life, and it's happened and it's done. But when I was in high school, I went to Catholic school. I had a much older boyfriend who didn't actually ask me out, just went, oh, we're dating now. Because he met me through a Headspace group, and he knew I was vulnerable. Who was old enough to have his peas, his green peas, and I was 15 or 16 at the time. He pressured me into a lot of shit I wasn't comfortable with, and I literally had to go, oh, I'm pretty sure it's against the law, though, even though I knew it technically wasn't, because I was 16 at the time, so I was of the age of consent, but just to get this man to not touch me as much. And out of the blue, out of nowhere, out of the blue, he said, oh, you know why I approached you? Because I thought the schoolgirl uniform was sexy. Yeah. Like fucking dopey kilt and shit. He was also the dude that multiple times I tried to break up with. He said, but if you don't love me, I'll kill myself. And also did that, if you love me, you do this. I think that happened enough times that, like, you sort of get to the point where you're like, okay, do it. And you know what? He didn't fucking do it. If they say they're gonna kill themselves, leave them anyway. They're gonna kill themselves anyway, or they're lying to you. It's never your fault.
Oh, some deep cuts on this one, but thank you for trusting my stream, actually, with some of that shit. Like I said, everyone, this is going to be a deeply unfunny stream. This is, we're talking some very fucking serious topics. And you didn't have to, but thank you that you did trust my stream with it.
Well, no, I think that's something of, like, you've got to talk about it and normalize talking about it, because there is such a culture of, like, shame and, oh, I need to take on the responsibility of an adult man's actions.
That's what happened with Angela, where she internalized it.
Yeah, well, I was lucky enough to go into therapy for a multiple amount of reasons, but even with that, I still felt guilty. I was molested when I was 5. I feel guilty about that still sometimes. That's something where it doesn't, like, go away. At least in my experience.
And Angela is the perfect example of someone who... no amount of logic was enough to...
and that's also something where I was like, from day one, I was told it's not your fault. But the culture around it, and society, and the media around it, says it is your fault, even if you were 5, even if you were 2. You must have done something. I don't know, it's just... There's not much you can do without massively overhauling media and cultural attitudes towards rape victims.
Alright, so yes, that was the Angela stuff. Thank you for trusting us again with that. Again, gotta mention as well, this just makes no fucking sense that you just end up back here anyway.
Is this real world? No, alternate.
Well, we're back out in something. But also, again, that shit of Silent Hill knows how to put its victims against each other, of James coming to terms with his wife, and then maybe the one vague chance you might get a second go, and the game going, no, mate.
They're both chances.
Not you. You are not the person that can help out in this situation.
You're part of the problem. You are male violence.
How, fucking speaking of,
Yeah.
police tape on this one, how fucking nuts is this game's writing for something that came out in 2001? Fucking, not even Silent Hill 1 vaguely came this close. Okay, so that was the big Angela scene. We're running out of game. James has confronted the thing that he did.
I'm just outside.
Yeah, like, at this point, okay, maybe it is otherworld stuff, but yeah, the game has stopped, the world has stopped making sense. Maybe don't go through that door yet. Maybe you want to hit that.
Why are there 9 of them? This feels
Because
like they're
it's a
going,
big
this one's important.
Yeah, it's the game being very fucking upfront. This is important. I better catch up and chat real quick. The article you linked and was pleasantly surprised was actually engaging. Yeah, no, it's good shit. Like, I'm fucking rolling my eyes at some of the stuff they're saying, just because it's real gamer speak, but there's some deep cuts in there that were really good. Thank you again, Graph. That game scared me. Yeah, this game fucking scares. Thank you for trusting us on that one. We talked about some deep shit. I'll fucking play something stupid next time, and I'll have something funny to be about. The problem with low ultra
Yes, no, I think that's something where they talked about where, because people like, oh, let's adapt this book that was very popular without looking into why it's popular, from the point of looking at unreliable narrators and having a morally flawed main character, and then they focus, like, I think, like every Lolita adaptation has her seductively sucking on the lollipop, wearing the heart-shaped glasses. One of them literally has her laying on the lawn in a white dress getting sprayed on by the sprinklers. It's continuing to sexualize young girls because they don't realize what's wrong with it. They go, oh, it's a tragic story about two different people who just couldn't get together because of the ages. And
that real Hollywood shit of like, I don't have time to take in the meaning. I'm gonna read through it once. I'm gonna fucking take my notes and go make a story about it. I don't have time for that shit.
And again, Hollywood's got a lot of fucking issues with victimizing young people, especially girls, but young people of every gender, and sexualizing them. Isn't that something where Quentin Tarantino, serious topics, goofy topics, all topics are cool, I'm here to kick it with cool folks.
Fuck yeah, thank you.
I hope you hang around, man.
Thank you for joining me with this stream. Alright,
But yeah, even the thing with Quentin Tarantino, is it Pulp Fiction, the one where he's the hitman who has the teenage prostitute girlfriend? Or was that a different one? Where they get in a fight with the GIMP. Release the GIMP!
Oh, that might have been Kill Bill.
No, I haven't seen Kill Bill.
Release the GIMP. No, that's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I think there was the girl who that happened in Kill Bill. Maybe I can't remember. I haven't watched.
No, it wasn't in Kill Bill. I haven't seen Kill Bill.
Maybe it was Pulp Fiction. Then don't.
It was one of them. But there's like a whole thing where it's like, okay, but everything about this character is that he's super cool and stuff. And I'm like, why was it important to have a teenage prostitute as his girlfriend? Which again, it's like, oh, it's the criminal underbelly, it's all these bad people, and it's like, no, I think you're just being fucking weird. And Quentin Tarantino, I don't fucking trust you. I know, I haven't seen Kill Bill, but I know for a fact you wrote yourself in sucking someone's feet because you have a foot fetish. I don't think that was for artistic integrity. I think that was you just being gross. The same thing as David Cage making non-consensual 3D nudes, fake body scans of Elliot Page after being a creep and getting photos of Elliot from his childhood and putting them together in a book and going, work on my game with me.
Alright. Fuck it, yes, I have managed to deprogram Jack from David Cage. Fucking awesome. Okay.
I never fucking liked David Cage.
Fuck yeah. There are 8 people in stream. Maybe we should give them what's on the other side of that door. What could this game possibly have left for us?
Oh, is this where I find out what my ending is, or is there more?
A little more.
This feels like a boss fight room.
Stop! Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone!
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
Alright, buddy. You've fought these things twice now. It's time to fuck. There's nothing else left to do. You gotta figure it out. Alright. So. You've done this. Yep, you gotta pay attention to two of them. Alright. You've done 2 other fights.
That didn't do anything to him.
Have you figured out what the gimmick is?
I can't fight them because they're part of my personality? Or do I have to fight them with their own...
Have you figured out what the gimmick is?
Yeah, James, please.
They changed up. You're carrying the knife, dude.
No, I don't think that did anything.
Have you figured it out?
Do I just have to leave?
Because, yeah, James is now confronting the whole symbology of whatever the fuck is going on with Pyramid Head. Like he said, I needed someone to punish me, right?
It's locked.
Nah, man, this is a boss fight. You gotta fucking...
Do I just die?
Nothing like that, don't worry. Just, I think you mentioned it. You're on the right track.
There's something on the ground.
That's just your blood. That's from you getting stabbed.
No, there's like triangle symbols on the carpet that I saw on the
I think that's
cutscene.
just symbology. Do you want to know what the gimmick is?
Yes.
Stop fighting.
Oh!
Don't get hit.
Oh.
But stop fighting. Because you want to know what big Pyramid Head's big secret is? He's invincible. Literally from the rest of the game that you've been doing. And I didn't want to say it too much.
Yeah, no, that was like, my shots just sort of dinged off him.
You were shooting at him, and I had to just not say anything. There has never been a point you have been able to do anything against Pyramid Head. You have never been able to do anything about what was inside James the whole time.
Oh! You can't kill part of yourself without killing all of yourself. So you've got to make that choice.
Now, the main problem with this is that I think it's actually based on difficulty. Don't quote me on
We
this.
did medium difficulty, didn't we?
Yeah, so I think it won't be too nuts. But I think...
it's just a time trial, yeah?
Basically. At this late point in the game, it was like, you've had it. You've had Jack shooting at this thing, trying to figure out what the fuck its weakness is. There is none. This thing does not care. So, I don't know, this might take a minute, and if we were on hard, this would take way longer. And I don't quote me on this, I could fucking swear that, you actually fighting back in this scene makes it go longer.
I feel like when they're, like, trying to hit me, they're sounding more human, like with their effort noise. I don't know if that's just a thum, or if that's him going, and he just sounds like James.
There's also some interesting reads I've been seeing, like doing a little extra research in the background, like trying to give you some information on this. It's interesting that the first time you meet Pyramid Head with his big knife is after you get a knife.
True.
It's interesting that, and there's some people like questioning, I think I saw a second one earlier in the game. It's interesting that there are 2 Pyramid Heads after you've killed Eddie.
Oh! That's really interesting, actually. Is there a cutscene thing that happens?
You'll know.
Okay.
You won't miss it. But it's definitely, for me at least, like I said, this game is just dripping with symbology. There's almost not a moment in this game.
It's dripping with a lot of
It's dripping with a lot of things. There isn't a single point in this room that you could, like in this game, I should say, that it isn't saying something about, it isn't like, adding to the plot, the fucking art style, the shit on the walls, you not being able to fight this thing is all symbolic, is all plot, it's all the fucking...
Yeah, well, I thought the thing with Pyramid Head, was that he was James's, like, repressed sexuality. Well, he is, but he's more the, like, murderous, like, bloodlust side. Bloodlust as opposed to actual lust. Which I think is interesting, and, like, I think a lot of what I see, just because I see people going, a Pyramid Head sexy, and that was like my sort of first experience with Silent Hill as a concept, with people going, but what if he's oiled up and wearing a leather apron?
He has definitely been rewritten over the years into,
What if he fucks real hard?
Yeah. People fucking love Pyramid Head.
Something about big scary monster with human body and no face.
Yeah. It's been a big one for people.
I think people get really into like the Scream.
Yeah.
With Ghost Mask, that's been a Ghostface thing lately. That's been like the TikTok thing I saw. Well, not lately, last year.
I think the movie adaptation mostly did it where he's kind of muscular and he's very masculine in this game, but that like
He's gross in this one.
He's gross. They're all gross in this one, but also like I don't know, the dude having a workout and get big fucking that's your map. Getting like a 6-pack for it and running around fucking.
What's the X? Do I need to stand there?
How the fuck are you in the lobby? At what point did you end up in the goddamn? Yeah, okay, I take back my previous assertion. I don't think you're in the real world anymore.
Yeah. No, that's what I was wondering, and then I was having weird stuff, and I was like, oh, if he's in the real world, there wouldn't be monsters anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Or at the very least, there were monsters in the fog world.
What am I meant to do here? There's an X here.
No, I promise you, it means nothing. I promise you are just gonna have to hold on for a minute. It sucks, and it is the fact. I'm bored! I'm bored, and that's why I'm talking through shit now. That's why I'm like... But I do promise you, fighting is not going to solve the problem for you.
Do I need to unequip my gun? Is that what's making it take longer? Just having it?
Possibly. Even if you just want to, like, do it something thematically, but, I think it literally is just a timer. It is just, the time will eventually run out. And you will notice
one of them's slower than the other. One of them's got a bum leg.
Yes, Pyramid Head. It is one thing that from the cutscene they showed us, about the remake, they've sort of leaned back on, but they also didn't show us Pyramid Head first scene, so there might still be room. They might do something with it. Yeah, he is all of
James's, they're getting faster.
He is James's worst side, and that is stuff you've picked up on. He's like the absolute grossest, basest, masculine something within James.
Something men want to go to war.
It is James having to stare this thing in the face, killing Maria, the surrogate for his wife, over and over again. It is the fact that a second one has turned up after dealing with Eddie. It is all the worst pieces of James now walking around with a helmet on its face.
I'm wondering if the fact that it's going back to the thing like Pyramid Head gets a knife after James gets a knife. Gets Angela's knife. But I'm wondering if him having like a pointy thing now is like closer to bullet holes after you get a gun. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but
interesting point.
Or even just a spiked bat. I don't know.
And I think
maybe it's just a fucking spear, or maybe it's just a spear, and maybe the curtains are just blue, or maybe it's the act of using something long and pointy to put holes.
Yeah. I do promise, I'm not nuts. Like, fighting him is the thing that makes it, like, does make this fight go way longer.
Yeah. How much of this game is Freudian psychology, and how much of this
all
blue?
of it?
I don't know if I'm reading into it too much with maybe the spears are a peanut.
All of it. Of course he's using a giant fuck-off knife, and he's using a fucking spear. All fucking thrusting implements, or all big, over the top.
Of course he has the truck that's so big that you can't see a small child over the hood of it.
Yeah. Pyramid Head would, wouldn't he? Very serious.
That man's got a RAV4, dude.
God, even I know he's just like it's just a time thing, but there's like the back of my brain that's still going.
He's got a bit of intelligence to him that they both don't try to come from the same area. They're trying to cordon me off.
There is like something going on in the back of my brain. I'm not wrong. I didn't get it wrong. You don't gotta fight. You don't gotta fight. I promise you don't gotta fight. Serious topics, goofy topics, all topics are cool. I mean, yep. Tarantino shit. Oh yeah, that whole story of Quentin Tarantino making the actress in Kill Bill do the driving scene without a fucking stunt double. That's like a famous incident.
Again, it's not just. I think a lot of men who do, or just people who do, like, anyone can. 90% of the time, it is men allegedly
This is the game.
There's probably slightly different statistics because there's a lot of shame around victims of female rapists, around either like, oh, what are you, a lesbian, and not being taken seriously, or being in a lesbian relationship and not wanting to say anything to make the community look bad, or being a man who was sexually assaulted by a woman. But I think there's also like the majority is men because it's a display of power, and that's something where again it's your masculine right. Oh, it's just boys being boys.
Yeah.
You know, it's your nature.
I fucking told you this game. This game has got so much meat on its bones.
Are you sure I'm not meant to do anything except not?
I am double checking, but I'm so certain because I've done this fight so many times where you really don't have to fight them. You really don't have to.
Do I have anything in my inventory?
I promise you don't. You don't have to do.
I can't use that here. Photo of Mary from when she was still healthy.
You gotta knife.
That's. Oh, hang on. I got Laura's letter, but I know it was blank, but I don't have Mary's letter.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Like it's just gone now.
No, exactly. After you've watched the videotape, the letter stops existing. The letter is just something James invented in his mind. Like, he may have heard the words at some point, but, yeah, like, the letter itself just disappears from your inventory. It never fucking existed. It's just, once the illusion is broken, once James is, man, fucking, I don't know, you might just want to fight back, I don't know. But I'm pretty bloody certain, yeah, a few people are saying, oh, do this, do this, do this. I'm so damn certain that you don't actually have to do anything. But, fuck it, if you want to fight back, if you want to do it for themes or some shit.
No, I think I'm good. But again, it's something it doesn't really do anything, it's just a waste of time. You gotta tame it, you can't kill it.
I'm seeing a lot of people, honestly, just saying, like, oh, I do it with this strategy. I don't know if, like, people are fucking around or what. I don't know, maybe attack them.
It doesn't do anything. They don't take damage. It just dinks off them.
They're both still standing. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Use the shotgun and save the rifle for the next part. Yeah, fair. I don't know if people are fucking... I can't believe I'm going to be wrong about my own... Like the game that I fucking like. I don't know. You may just have
Am I meant to fight him?
You may just have to fight him.
Oh boy, I'm sure worried about
You may be able to figure it out. You may be able to figure it out.
Oh, shit, didn't equip it.
I don't know, yeah.
Oh wait, no, they do... Okay, they... Oh!
One shot! That's what it took, huh?
Oh. You lied to me.
Maybe a little bit.
Does that do anything?
Oh, yeah, it's got the counter went down to fucking 3. Yeah, everyone's gone, oh, this dude has no fucking idea what he's talking about. No, you're done.
I'm done? Okay.
No, he's done the job for you. Job's done, my dude. They may be holding something, though.
Oh, they are holding something?
There you go. How you do?
Hey. Oh, they are, the keys.
Yeah.
Rust-coloured
the
egg?
other one? Alright, before you go through that next door, go save. Go back to the previous room and save, by fucking Christ. Let's not do that shit again.
Let me look at my eggies.
You got a couple of eggies. At least these things are in my inventory, not my fucking message.
About the size of quail's egg.
That's all. You just got some eggs out of it. Yeah, there's a red pyramid head and a rust pyramid head. Rust pyramid thing isn't as fun to say as pyramid head, is it? Alright, so with that...
I wonder if that's also, like, one of them's... If we are going from the thing of one of them shows up after he kills Mary and the other one shows up after he kills Eddie, if one of them's, like, the old murder versus a new murder or something.
Like a fresh blood thing. Like the colour red, obviously blood. Blood metaphor. Oh yeah, you're going to want to have to...
An indentation in the door.
You got 2 of these. I can't remember. I don't think you need both. You really just need one to get through the door.
Are there different ways through?
Nah, doesn't matter. I promise you it does not matter.
It does not matter what I do?
Yep. Fucking put whatever you want in whatever door. You gotta put... Okay, you do have to use both of them, but yeah, I promise you it does not matter what you put in the door. Just fucking slap it in. Fucking take that egg and go...
Scramble that bitch.
Magic
James.
pixel shit, buddy.
Fuck, I feel like Y should be inventory and the start should be map, just from what I'm used to.
Yep. Alright, and with that, what could possibly be left to do?
Do they both go through to the same area?
Ooh. I'm hoping that didn't, yes, they do
Wait.
go through the same area.
Okay.
I hope that didn't affect something, but that
Oh.
might be a... No, it might be fine. It might be fine. Logic is out the window. You're not going to need this anymore. What's the trigger? Oh, no, this is the trigger. No, we're good. It's alright. Don't stress.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster.
That's where that sound bout's from.
What are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back.
Oh!
James. Wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
It's a point of contention with the voice acting in this game. Real cheesy 2001. No one necessarily
That
knew
was
they'd do
pretty
it.
good.
Just get some kid off the street. They'll do for Laura. And then out of fucking nowhere, getting blindsided by what I think might just be one of the most raw and emotional lines that has ever been.
I think that's also
video
a case for medically assisted suicide, because that's also something where they've in places where they've implemented medically assisted suicide, the rates of medically assisted suicide have gone down because there are the checks and balances in place, versus a doctor upping the morphine for a patient a little bit too much. Oops, accidental overdose, or oops, I accidentally double dosed, I didn't check that properly. Or a family member having to do that when they're saying they want to die, kind of thing, and also having the psychological checks of, like, do you actually want to, or are you just in distress at the moment?
So, a couple of things. What James did is horrible.
Yeah.
James is a fucking shithouse person for killing his wife. But there was a bit of a two-way. There was a bit of, like you said, you went, oh, there was at least a little bit of a sense of Mary was being real fucking mean to him at the end. She was also helpless and under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Well, that, but also, like, I get it. Sometimes the only option is hospice or medically assisted suicide. Sometimes it shouldn't be done because of distress or stuff. Sometimes it is the only option.
That is the fucking essence of psychological horror of, that's horrible, I would never do such a thing. But that 5% in the back of your brain where the game goes, but she says, I wish they'd kill me already.
But she also took back him leaving as well.
In fact, the moment that she says that, and it's like, get the hell out of here, and the dialogue stops, is when James reaches the door. You could go through the door, just like James did.
And not hear that last bit.
And never hear the second part. Never hear the most important part. In fact, you skipping this hallway conversation is one of the things that will affect your ending.
Ooh.
Whether or not James listens to the full conversation will affect what happens next. In fact, once you go through that door, we're going to find out what ending you got.
Yeah, I will say one case where I do not support medically assisted suicide or made medical assistance in death is the fact that they've gone, oh, that's our in Canada they've gone, that's our only option for disabilities and mental illnesses such as borderline personality disorder. That's demonization of cluster B personality disorders, I believe, and also eugenics. Again, it has its time and place. I feel like a country that's using something that people have been asking for and would be useful is using it as an excuse to take out its most vulnerable members. Again, I think Canada and Australia have very similar political and international identities, where we go, no, silly Canadians are just so nice. Oh, those Australians are so silly, they just love surfing and they're so relaxed. We are some of the most deeply racist and bigoted countries out there. We are colonies. We are colonies that have been turned into majority white socio-political ethnostates. It is something where we have enforced Christianity and white politics and ideals down onto them. There was an interesting video from PhilosophyTube. I've been watching a lot of her videos. I can't remember which one it is, but she talks specifically about the philosophical concept of the natural state of humans. They can offer you for a personality disorder. Yeah, they're saying it's the I think that's Canada saying it's the only treatment for BPD.
Geordie, you're getting the 20,000 word essay.
Yeah.
This whole fucking series has been the 20,000 word essay.
But yeah, Abigail Thorne had a PhilosophyTube. Watch as many of her videos as you fucking can. She's amazing. But she talks specifically about how philosophers use the natural state to justify things like not allowing gay marriage or enforcing like a social contract, oppressing women, oppressing minorities.
James
and stuff.
said.
Yeah, killing.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. But that's also something where they go, well, if the atomic family and private property ownership and men being dominant over women and da-da-da-da-da and Christianity are part of the natural state, then why do you have to try so hard to enforce it? Why do you have to enforce it with violence, with top-down oppression, which you were saying that any other way of doing politics or just life in general would need. They would need to enforce it with top-down oppression and stuff. And it's also the idea of, like, if biological sex is binary and you can't change it and it's natural to always identify as the gender you were as sex, then why do you need so much violence to enforce it?
Since you mentioned that, the whole nuclear family concept, I do at least want to bring up one thing that I've mentioned to you off stream, but I figured I at least want to get down on stream as well. The fact that James is only 29 is a major plot point, at least something scratching in the back of your brain. Somebody who got married very young, did everything, ticked all the right boxes, just found, you've seen the photo of Mary, you've seen the video of Mary, she's just sort of nice, she's sweet, she's just wearing, like, floral jumpers and stuff, she's just nice.
She's the girlfriend, she's the wife. And that's the thing, is she's not the girlfriend. I think...
No, she's the wife.
No, that's the thing. No, that's... Maria is the girlfriend when it's still fun and sexy and hot. I think there's that idea that you see it a lot in, like, the, man, I hate my wife. Do you actually like women? Like, you like sex, you like the female body. Do you like women? Do you like the person your wife is? If your wife was born a man, would she be your friend?
This fucking game. The fact that James is only 29, who was probably, maybe, like, dealing with a terminally ill wife for 3 years. He got young. He got young. He married young. He ticked all the boxes and got married nice and early. He found a nice, sweet, demure girl. Why are we going through a whole town full of weird, sexy monsters? Why is there a stripper version of his girlfriend running around? I think he got her on lock, and even if the terminal illness thing never happened, it would have still been something in the back of his mind going, but what could I have had?
I think that's also something of, like, purity culture and saving yourself for marriage. like, probably originally started as a, hey, we're trying to make sure that we know who's related to who and we don't accidentally have our kids do incest.
Or just a safety net.
And just a safety net of, like, STDs and stuff. That became, like, a religious doctrine that turned into people going, like, oh, I can use this to control people. And then there's feminist theory saying that sex and purity culture, and the shame around having sex before marriage is to turn women and sexuality into a product, so that men will, again, another Abigail Thorne, she explains it much better than I do, she's a proper philosopher, I'm just some dickhead who watches YouTube videos, but that the, I think it's called, reproductive labor, the stuff that needs to be done before Abigail Thorne does, it's a lot to explain in one thing.
I may use the bathroom, you finish your thought?
Yeah, the idea of, like, the stay-at-home wife, which is unpaid labor. It is unfairly unpaid labor. And it is, in order to justify it being unpaid, it is, degraded and turned into something where it's the nature of women. Oh, you're just naturally better at taking care of things. You're just naturally suited to being a homemaker. You're in divine feminine energy. You need to take care of your kids.
Take care of me, James.
Yeah. And that's something where that's the unpaid labor of housewives, of raising his kids and ironing his shirt and making his sandwiches and his lunch and his dinner, is so that he can go out and bring economic production through and do his role as a man and bring stuff home. And that turns it's also something where, sorry, there's a lot of different concepts. Again, like, go watch Philosophy Tube's videos. She's fucking great. She explains it in a way that actually makes sense, as opposed to me. But that's something where sex is used as a bargaining tool to keep men in line as well. Patriarchy fails men as well. It's used to keep them in line and for them to go, oh, well, you need to do this. You need to marry a woman, and then you need to support her because she can't work now that she's married to you, and you need to support those kids as well, because that's the purpose of having sex, is having kids who can.
Because she's stuck in a hospital bed now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And that's something where marital rape wasn't made illegal until I think after like 1990, at least in America. I don't know when it became illegal in Australia. I want to say like 2003. 1990 at the earliest. It was a good video. It's a very good video. Abigail Thorne explains it much better than I do. I think the one I'm talking about, where she talks about reproductive labor and the expectation that women do these jobs because it's in their nature to be helpful, to be to help men, to provide access to these things to men.
In fact, since you're on that,
that's on her A Man Stole My Work video. That one's very good. If you watch any of her videos, watch that one and watch one of it's either her newest or her second newest one about facing death. It's the one where she's got like the cool crocodile makeup on.
I feel like I don't want to derail too hard in case.
I've derailed myself
because we've gone for like 10 minutes while people are waiting to start. I want to see the final boss. But I do also want to mention the caregiver thing you mentioned of, hey, again, let's talk. James getting married very young, fucking setting himself up real young, with like the most nicest, sweetest girl in the world, and then out of nowhere, probably very quickly after, suddenly has to become the primary caregiver. And we saw how he failed at that.
Yeah. That's also, sorry, this is me going derailing again, but that's the... Sorry, our neighbours are being fucking idiots.
That's weird. Welcome to renting.
Oh, there's someone who does skids all night, but there's also someone, I think he's like harassing one of the neighbours or trying to start a fight or something, but he sits out in front of someone's house and hogs his horn and then does skiddies around and hogs his horn more.
That's probably that guy.
Yeah.
Probably owes someone money.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a thought to finish?
But yeah, that's like a good chunk of men, like the majority of men, leave their wives when she is diagnosed with a chronic or terminal illness or a disability, because I didn't marry you because I liked you. I married you because I'm meant to have a wife who takes care of me and provides sex and house cleaning and childcare, and now you can't do that, so what's the point of having a wife who isn't being a wife? And it's like, you didn't marry your wife because you liked her as a person. You married her because you wanted her to do that reproductive labor. You married her because wife is a identity you pushed onto her and a job you pushed onto her.
I literally have a video about this that I've been saving for weeks. Like the exact shit you're talking about. Someone brings it up in relation to this game.
I think I like rambled around that point and then finally got back to it.
We got back there. And yes,
watch Philosophy Tube. Go to Philosophy Tube.
Much meat this game has on its bones. Fairly bare basic, fairly like it's over in like not even a full like 12 hours maybe if you want it. How much meat there is you can talk about. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I think that's also something of like, you can watch a lot of videos about weaponized incompetence. A lot of men marry a woman or marry her and trap her with her first kid, or they go into partnership and trap her with her first kid, and then become fucking toddlers. So that instead of being two partners and raising one kid, she becomes a single mum raising two kids. One of them just happens to be 40-year-old and demanding sex from her. Both of them are hanging off her fucking tits, you know?
Okay. Fucking hell, that's a way to put that. Okay. With all that, I promise everyone, we are finally going to go through the door and find out what ending Jack got.
Sorry, I have dyed hair and pronouns. Of course, I'm a fucking feminist.
Yeah, fair enough. No, that's part of the reason why I brought you on. I wanted to get, like, your take on things that are going to happen in this game. Okay. While you're climbing up to your... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're at the end. I will say, you go ahead and you do what you got to do. A lot of things are going to happen in this next segment.
I'm just gonna, because you said there's a boss fight.
Set yourself up. Make sure you know what you're going to need. A lot of things are going to happen in the next few minutes. I don't think we're going to have time to sit down and have the big, like, post-mortems on each cutscene. We're just going to have to let shit happen and then...
I'm sorry, I got excited.
once stuff happens, once everything is over, then we can have final thoughts. So, yeah, we're not really going to have a moment to dissect, like, cutscenes and stuff. We're just going to have to let the shit happen. But, after all that, what have you been building up towards, James?
Oh, there's Mary.
Mary?
When will you ever stop making that mistake?
Oh, Maria.
Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? It's you. But I don't need you anymore.
What? You must be joking. But I could be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted. I'm different than Mary. How can you throw me away?
I understand now. It's time to end this nightmare.
No, I won't let you. You deserve to die too, James.
Alright, final boss, get to work.
The bats, the bats, the bats.
I think the dialogue in that scene does give you an idea, does give you a clue what ending you get. But it's something I alluded to. It's something I alluded to in one of the earlier segments as well. The town going. Sorry, I'm talking over the boss fight. Yeah, we'll work it out. The town like giving you Mary back after she dies once. They're gonna go, okay, so you wanted to have the memories back. What do you want? What do you want?
Again, I think that's something of, it's an interesting point of, like, yeah, that's like, you want the idea of the perfect wife, you want the platonic ideal of the 1950s housewife, right? I'll never yell at you, I'll never make you feel bad, I'll be too hopped up on Xanax all day. But also the, women tearing down women and women policing other women and going like, you just needed to be a better wife. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left you. You just need to be a better girlfriend. You just needed to give it up. It doesn't matter you weren't in the mood. It doesn't matter that you were tired after working all day and then having to clean up the house.
Okay, I do want to at least get to the point of, like, Maria finally going, okay, what do you want? I am your wife now. I literally look like her. Is that what you want? And now we've got that, let's talk about what's happening on screen here. Mary has now turned this, like, hanging upside down. Oh, wow, that was quick. Hanging upside down thing, trapped in the cage.
Which kind of looks like the same bed as Abstract Daddy.
And this is your final act.
She kind of also looks like a nun, and it's like, I don't know if it's meant to be like crucifixion.
Maria. Alright, but the boss
Like,
is
can I do
over, but the
anything?
game's gonna make you do it, James.
Oh, I have to. There's no other way?
You did it once.
There is no other way.
Fucking commit to what you did, James.
Mary?
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not true. You also said you didn't want to die. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
At least he admits it.
James, if that were true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary?
James. Please. Please do something for me. Go on with your life.
I know what ending you got.
In my restless
restless
dreams. Oh,
dreams.
she's gonna say it.
Oh, she's gonna say it.
Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Or maybe I just disgust you. I'm I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
She did it in one take.
Shit.
She's starting to break down as she's reading the letter, and the developers went, we got
That's
it.
the take.
That's the one. That's like, you can't Hollywood that. You can't hire Troy Baker. You can't hire Mary Elizabeth McGlynn to remake that moment. However cheesy the rest of the voice actors were, fucking one emotional fucking raw line makes it worth it. I think it even makes it hit harder where you're going, you're laughing it off going, ha 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 ha, and then out of fucking nowhere, the last, 10 minutes of the game.
Even with, the cheesy voice acting, I think that's something where you showed me the Eddie and James pre-fight cutscene. The voices don't match the movements in the remaster, but they do in this. They do in the original. Is that the good ending?
That's the good ending.
Okay.
I will tell you how you'll get your endings. Sorry, by the way, Fluff. Did want to say hi, but didn't want to fucking interrupt that shit. That was... Thank you, said. Exactly. Fucking Christ.
I'm sorry I made you guys wait 10 to 20 minutes after each big drop for me to go on a feminist rant, but I had fun!
This was the game to have it for. This is why I brought you on for this one. This was why I was like, oh, I gotta get Jack on for this.
Go watch Philosophy Tube, she explains it better than I do.
Half of this has been you frothing it, Philosophy Tube. But... a
lot of the videos have been relevant. Again, the more recent one about facing your death and facing mortality and stuff. The one where she said a man stole my work and she talks about female duties under social contract, where she talks about social contract. It's all really, really cool.
Yes, Geordie, it is thought-provoking. This game came out in 2001. This game scratches at some of the worst things in the back of your head. It scratches at things of, I would never do that.
So fuck, I feel bad for Mary. She's
Exactly.
sick and dying, and she's going, I'm sorry I did this to you.
Yes.
You got sick. You don't have control over that.
You
Fuck,
could even
man.
make a case of, did James guilt trip her a bit?
Yeah.
Was it
well,
just
is that
the condition?
actually the letter she wrote, or is that something else he's made up for himself?
We're not gonna fucking go there. We're gonna say that is as raw and as emotional as you can get. I'm gonna go ahead and say that was the real deal. Okay. In answer to your question, how do you get the endings? It was, and I was kind of, this has happened twice, and I was a little bummed out that it didn't kind of happen. But it's basically right from the moment you start the game, you have everything you need. You've got the photo of Mary, and you've got the letter. Later on in the game, you get the knife. None of those items actually do anything for you in the game. But how often James looks at the photo of his wife or the letter will push him towards the good ending.
Oh, so me going like I want to read that again and see if I missed anything or if it's relevant to what just happened, and going like my emotional support wife photo.
And if you do catch it early, you do start to notice the letter disappearing.
I didn't notice that because I think I stopped reading it because I went, oh, there's nothing new happening with it, because I thought maybe the game would be like, ooh, it's changing because he went through something weird and wacky.
That said, when you get the knife, it's the thing I didn't want to say because I was like, the knife is innocuous enough, you can assume it's a puzzle solution.
Yeah.
You assume, oh, do I need to cut something here? How often James looks at the knife will determine if he gets the bad ending, where he just drives his car into the river and drowns himself. Even if you don't do any of those things, even if you have no idea, if like it doesn't click to you to do anything with the inventory, James's health will affect it.
Oh.
There was a while where I didn't want to say too much, but
then I went, oh shit, my health is low, I should heal.
Exactly. If you keep James in a bad health, like if James's health is low for a bunch of the game, nice little moment right at the end. If James's health is like low for most of the game, that's also James not taking care of himself.
Oh, depression and self-destruction. Okay.
That will push you towards the bad ending as well. Would you like to see the other endings?
Yes.
I think I can load up like a couple of extra endings.
Isn't there... I don't know what's going on with them, but isn't there like 3 endings?
Okay. So the promise ending, that one you just got, where James, you can argue, James accepts I did this, and the town says, you can go. You've learned your lesson. Leave.
Not even the town going like, you've learned your lesson, him sort of accepting that and going like, yeah, I did a bad thing, but I've got to not use this as an excuse to make myself the victim in this situation.
The thing I think about the town, at least, we've talked about this, the whatever god of Silent Hill is out there that is pulling the strings. It is cruel, it is monstrous, it will throw people, like, the worst possible situations at people, but there is something there of it going, like, it's giving James what he wants. You want Maria, right? You want a hot version of your wife, right? The town will go, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. The town will go, okay, you've learned your lesson, you can go.
Well, the town I'm also wondering if the town isn't sentient, but is instead like a liminal space or something, or like a weak point between realities where people's mental states affect the world around them, and that's him accepting and moving on. I think that's also something where like people who have been abused may have experienced this, where you go, yeah, maybe I don't fucking forgive you for abusing me, but I'm glad you're getting help and moving on, versus them going like, oh, I guess I was just such a bad person and I should destroy myself because I'm such a bad person. It's like, no, you're doing this to turn me into the bad guy and make yourself the victim. I'm wondering if that's something where that was him making the first choice, as opposed to going like, but I'm the victim of my wife being dead.
Yeah.
I'm the real victim of me being a murderer.
Both those endings, I think, are representative of James accepting that he did that. It's either he takes it positive and went, I did that, I can move on with it, in which case he gets the good ending, he gets to leave with Laura, he gets to...
Yeah, that was something nice, that, like, Laura, like, at least stopped to listen to him, or just was like, she was sick, you know?
And considering that Laura knows what James did, there's a nice thing of, but they both forgive each other and then are willing to move out of the town.
Yeah.
Or, as with the in-water ending, which we might actually get to see some of these other endings if I set that up real quick.
Yeah.
I think this would just be your... Yeah, how'd you go? Normal, hard, not bad. You got the leave ending where you got to leave. There are 4 endings, not counting the joke endings. Which I do want to bring up the joke endings. Yeah, only 8 hours. Yeah, that's not bad.
105. At Burt stage. You're a fucking idiot, dude. You got stuck on the my Burt max speed.
In your defense, I did botch that one. I was like, nah, just go straight. And then it was like, nah, idiot, fucking look for the light. So that one was on me. I will admit that one.
It's like, man, you did really good at the game, except for the bit where you actually went where you were meant to go. Baby girl, you have no sense of direction. I was like, I know.
That one was on me. You can't fucking... the fact there was a boat stage time is so funny.
Bart max speed is also very good.
Mary is probably the most tragic character in Silent Hill 2, other than Angela. Yeah, she is pretty dead. I wonder how the Silent Hill 2 movies... I think they did actually mention that they are, like... I think they are actually adapting this game into a movie, which, after all the other Silent Hill movies we've seen, and after the last fucking 20 years we've seen with this, where like, I'm definitely going, ugh.
Yeah. No, I think that's like, I think I've seen one of the Silent Hill movies where it's the cult.
Yep.
And there's like a girl they're trying to bring back to life or something.
I think that's the original one, and that's, like, you would have seen Pyramid Head. That's like...
I don't fucking remember it, and that's my review of that movie.
Exactly. That's more than enough. If you don't remember it...
It was a horror movie. It definitely was mostly black and white and grayscale with, like, a little bit of colour. They desaturated it.
Is there anything else on this load screen you want to look at? Or?
I don't think so.
In fact, you want to save your clear data, because if you want to go and get your joke endings, or
other endings,
your super extra special endings, which I will show you in a minute if you want, then you'll load that save and you get like a New Game Plus thing. Not like getting all your stuff, but you get extra weapons, like you get a chainsaw, you get a couple of joke weapons.
Nice. I get the Saints Row.
Yeah. Would you like to see some other endings?
Yes, please.
Cool. So I'm going to very quickly set this up in the background. What was your overall experience just on your first read, on your first...
I enjoyed that, and I think it's based enough in reality. It's not like the horror isn't the monster, it's that the fact that, like,
that
your actions and, like, realities and perceptions have been made physical. I think that's always really interesting. Again, it's more of a psych horror than a horror, I think.
It's textbook psychological horror.
We need to watch the Last Chance stuff, although I don't know if I want to watch the Rich stuff.
So, you got the Leave ending. The In Water ending, it's interesting that most people consider the In Water ending the canon one, because there was a statement that Pyramid Head, with that giant knife, after you get the knife from Angela that affects that, Pyramid Head was designed with the In Water ending in mind.
Oh.
So, very quickly...
Oh, is that why he's rusty?
That too, actually, that's a good read on that. Yeah, you can see here, for example, the dialogue, the camera angles are slightly different. At this point, you can figure out which ending you get.
Okay.
Wrong again. Mary's dead. You killed her.
I'll be the perfect wife. I won't be mean or yell at you.
Maria.
Anytime you don't stand up for yourself, I'm going to be mean and yell at you.
Maria, I'm done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad.
Oh no, she says it again. Except for the fact she just made you feel bad and yelled at you.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not married.
The dialogue's different. He's not going, I don't need you, it's just, but you're not her.
I won't let you.
It's a subtle difference, but it's a big one.
Let you have your Mary back.
On that, it is the town, and we are going to talk about the Maria ending in a minute.
Well, I like the fact that she's a nun and she's like crucified up, like she's crucified and then crucified upside down.
It is someone trapped in a hospital bed or trapped in a cage. Can't move. Yeah, James has to commit the final act.
Didn't she tell Laura to be nice to the nuns?
That too. There probably was a religious hospital involved. Which I think is also slightly harkening back to the cult stuff from Silent Hill 1. Or even just, just bringing back a little bit of religious imagery for it. Like, again, The two
religious
girls are
expectations
Mary
of
and
marriage
Maria.
and man and wife. The roles enforced, the jobs that you have to do as those two roles.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer.
And then it's so sad to see him fucking, like, oh, I did it for you, babe! Nah, man, I just wanted to fucking...
That you didn't want to die.
I wanted to go out and fuck again.
He
doesn't even... Oh, there you go.
Part of me
Well, she's got the letter. I don't know if she's going to pass it off to him, though.
away my life.
Oh, you'll see.
You killed me. And you're suffering
Oh.
for it. It's enough, James.
Even that slight dialogue change of, yeah, you're suffering, that'll do.
You're atoning for your sins versus, like, I understand.
Mary?
James.
Oh, even that's a lot more dramatic.
It's not a quiet death in the water ending.
Oh, I wonder if her, the outfit she's wearing in that, in the photo and what you see her in is, like, if it's, like, taking elements from her hospital gown, like her pajamas there, if that was actually something she wore, or if that's something he imposed on her as part of the image he has of her.
It may honestly just be visual design to link, like, her flowery outfit she normally wears. Like, make sure you know
Again, I'm
you're
just
looking
thinking,
at
like, the
same
Peter
character.
Pan color.
Oh, yeah.
Again, it might have just been an outfit. She might have been, like, a modest dress person.
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
And then I believe the rest of it is pretty much just the letter, the underwater scene. So it was that James, in that opening where he's having his fucking panic moment, his intention was to just kill himself and get it over and done with. And air quotes, that being the canon ending, if you want to believe. You don't get as much out of that ending, though. And I think that is it. These both represent, like, James does accept what he did, but it's either extremes of, I can move on and I can try and do better, and he leaves town with Laura, or he just lets the guilt take him. Same as Angela in a way, and goes, fuck it,
again,
I'm just
I think that's something of, I think there was a conversation we had earlier about, like, people going, oh, suicide is selfish, and then, like, I don't agree with that statement, but I do think James doing it in this way is so he doesn't have to live with the guilt of what he did when he should be atoning for it by doing things in Mary's memory.
Such as maybe taking Laura
or going
out of the
to
town.
jail, you know?
That's an option too. In fact, actually, I think...
I don't believe in the prison industrial complex, but if that's something he feels that guilty about, atone for it elsewhere. Killing yourself is just the easy way out, in this case.
James is about to have a Pratt summer.
He's wearing a bright green crop top.
Yeah, I don't think anything else like massive happens in this, apart from actually the end credit song changes. Depending on what your ending is.
That's why I want you to live for your
And there is,
do what's best.
yeah, as the letter ends. The letter doesn't change. The letter is factual. It doesn't... There is no reality where you're going to get more out of that letter, which is, again, also why I kind of go, no, I'm pretty damn sure that the letter is very real. I think that... depending on your read, the letter might be the only actual real thing in the entire fucking game. Although I believe that...
I do like that Laura's real. I was concerned that she was just an aspect. Although, how the fuck did she get to Silent Hill?
There is at least a read, and you touched on that, but yeah, Laura. Yeah, in this setting, it's much more like chuggy, almost metal.
Oh, I think it's got different scenes too, doesn't it?
Oh, maybe. It's more focusing on him getting freaked out instead of the people he's talking. Oh, no, actually, I think the scenes might be the same. but the credit music is definitely the same. Is definitely different. Yeah, it's much more like chuggy and aggressive and angry and hurtful in this one. However, those are the terms of, it depends on how you treat your health. It depends on how you, whether, like, you listening to the entire hallway conversation. However, there is an ending which I have never gotten. I've tried multiple times and I've never gotten it.
Is it Maria or Rebirth?
It's Maria. Oh, no, Rebirth. I'm going to talk about that one in a minute. But on your first... These are the endings you can get. And this is the one I've never gotten.
James, I've been waiting.
Mary. I'm sorry it took so long.
Didn't you want to see me?
Yes, I wanted to see you. Even in illusion.
I like that she doesn't deny she's Mary in this one.
That's why I came here.
No, because it's Mary.
Oh.
Silent Hill goes, you want Mary? Okay.
You killed me.
I couldn't watch you suffer.
Don't make excuses, James. I know I was a burden on you. You must have hated me. That's why you got rid of me.
There's something where Maria looks...
True. I may have had some
has James's features imposed on Mary's body. Like, she has the blonde hair and the lighter coloured eyes, whereas Mary has darker hair and, like, hazel eyes.
Mary is her own person.
I was...
There's your answer. It was 3 years.
That's why you needed this Maria person? James, do you really think I could ever forgive you for what you did?
So yeah, under certain circumstances, Maria is not the final boss.
Oh, Mary is.
Mary herself is.
So that is Mary, that's not Maria being very convincing.
If you want to read it like that.
Oh, that's...
Again, this kind of game is, if that's how you want to read it, fucking go nuts.
Or like,
now, James,
if James doesn't accept what he did, it's his concept, his figment of Mary taking Maria's place. It's like, you wanted the fantasy wife, right? Where she's more like you and lots of things you want, and is blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
The town will say it. If is that what you want? Do you just want the fake version of your wife?
Mary again?
Here you go.
Again? God, you're so boring. Do something original.
That wasn't Mary. Mary's gone. That was just something Maria? Maria?
What, James?
I want you. I want you with me.
Are you sure?
Come on. Let's get out of here.
What about Mary?
It's okay. I have you.
I think, out of all the endings, including the ending where you kill yourself, look at his park job, by the way, this is the worst one. I think the fact that James just so willingly goes with it and goes, yeah, fuck it. I'll just take the pretend version of my wife. The fucking...
Being that codependent that he doesn't even, like, go, oh, she's gone, so I'll give us... Like, I can have a fake replacement one, though. It's okay. I don't miss Mary anymore. I have you.
Exactly. Like, you're instantly trying to confront...
Women are replaceable. It was never about Mary. It was never about having Mary. It was about having a wife. Having someone to be that role.
In fact, wait until you see how this bit ends. But the town can on occasion be nice.
That makes that letter even more tragic. He just fucking betrayed her.
Exactly. That's an option you can have in this game. And the town will on occasion be nice and will let you leave with something. Like, the town will give you things.
Something about that cough.
Ooh.
But the town won't give you that much.
No, that felt like a threat. You better do something about that cough.
Same deal. You can absolutely read that in the James, Jesus, of somebody who might.
Excuse me.
I was thinking something off the top of my head. I think James is vaguely based on Jack the Ripper or something. He is based on like a serial killer or something. I think actually.
Oh.
That's like a deliberate read the developers did on it, but. There is that option. The town will go, we'll hand you the fake okay, you want the imaginary version of your wife, the hot version? Okay, fine, have it. But you didn't learn the lesson.
Yeah.
You haven't, like, done what you came here to fix. So even you leaving with Maria is still the town tormenting James. Still going, you haven't fucking got over it. Okay, have it again. Let's go through the same shit again, James. You don't want to fucking learn your lesson? Alright. Let's do it. We'll see you again in another 3 years, buddy.
Yeah. I'm also wondering if that's him sort of, again, going like, oh, the women in my life are entirely replaceable. And I can threaten them into getting better and making them be the perfect Mary. Like, she was nicer in there. She was more like Mary than Maria in that one. She was so concerned about him and gave him the letter.
Yeah.
Maria gave him the letter.
Yeah. And he does actually just kill his wife again.
Yeah.
And it's his wife saying, why did you do this? What, you really want this Maria person? I was even thinking in that moment, you could read it as James having, like, an extramarital affair while Mary was in the hospital. Like, that's always at least something that was...
implied.
On the back of his, in the back of his mind. I think, at least in this version than the ending, is where James might have actually done it. In order to get this ending, which you kind of were almost getting, and I was like...
Wait, really?
I want this scene to happen. Basically, if you let Maria stay, like, physically close to you, if you don't...
Really?
If you don't run away from her too much, if you try and prevent her from getting attacked by monsters, it's not whether or not she can take damage from the monsters, it's whether or not you try and prevent her from taking damage from the monsters.
I feel like that's just... she's a human being who deserves to be kept safe.
She is a video game character, but how much attachment you put on the video game character does give you this ending, as well as ignoring Mary's letter, same as the in Water ending, and if you skip that hallway conversation, where James willingly just forgets about his wife, just fucking pushes it in the back of his mind, then the game will absolutely hand you the fake version of the wife of like, you're not getting over it, dude. You're not learning the fucking lesson. So it is that's what I'm talking about. Like, really subtle things you do is what will affect your ending.
Yeah. I'm also wondering if that means he'll continue to go after terminally ill women who are vulnerable, so that he can recreate that life and then become, because he said he was basically a serial killer.
That's an interesting way to.
Again, that didn't feel like, oh, you better do something about that cough, baby. Sounds like that's it. You better do something about that cough, because you know what will happen.
That's a fucking interesting read on this guy. Fuck, there is so much to talk. And those are only your endings you can get on the first run, because when you beat the game once, you get a few extra endings. We've seen what happens when James accepts what he did and accepts, yep, she's gone and time to move on. We've seen the ending of, I didn't learn from my actions and I went and repeated all the same shit that happened. There is an ending where James can find various items around the town, and it kind of invokes Silent Hill 1. It references...
the cult stuff?
The cult stuff, yeah. I'm trying to remember if the dialogue is any different, but...
Oh, he comes in from a different angle.
All of them are like, at this moment of the game, you could figure out what your ending is.
Maria, I'm finished with you.
What? But I'm what you wanted.
he recognizes her immediately too, instead of being confused.
Which is almost you going through this game at least once and going, I know it's you, Maria. Come on, let's not fucking
get out of here.
let's just cut the crap, okay? Let's just get to the point.
I'll never hurt you like she did. So why don't you want me?
Again, I think there's something of like, oh, she felt her, like, again, like women holding down women and monitoring other women and defending men, or uplifting them. Where it's also something of like, I'll never get sick. I can promise that. I can logically, reasonably promise you that.
You must be joking.
Yeah, in this ending, James is literally saying, oh, without specifically Mary, I can't go on. So it's almost the hard opposite of what's been going on in the Maria ending. Or any of the other endings as well, where he's gone, yeah, she's gone, or yeah, I can move on with someone else. Now he's going, no, it has to be that one. But yeah, you run around the rest of the town and you find a couple of items that, like all these cult items that you use in a ritual.
Oh, you can bring some horrible undead version of Mary back.
You do a fucking Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm sure that she won't be permanently changed by having died and being brought back. I'm sure no particular aspect of her will be damaged or lost in this process.
Mary,
This only ever goes well.
peaceful. Forgive me for waking you.
Very Pet Cemetery cool.
I just can't go on. I can't live without you, Mary. This town, Silent Hill. The old gods haven't left this place. And they still grant power to those who venerate them. Power to defy even death.
So Silent Hill 2 was able to break away from a lot of the cult stuff that was kind of holding back, I think, this franchise, and then out of fucking nowhere, 2 comes and drops this, like...
I think it's an interesting way of, like, no, it's still part of this universe.
Well, even that, it's just like a nice little link back to the original. Of got, we can still do the cult stuff. We can still do the... we can still touch on, like, the magic elements, air quotes.
Sorry, Tammy's wiggling her butt and trying to pounce on our roommate from the wrong end of the tunnel.
Other way, buddy. Oh, gotcha. Now it's playtime.
Now I'll lay on the floor in front of you so you can step on me.
I'm sure that only went well and nothing went wrong with that one.
It's actually, I think, in Silent Hill either 3 or 5, one of the other Silent Hills where they like make little references to like at least
well, that'd be the canon quotation marks ending, wouldn't it? Because that's the one that you get by doing more games. No?
I think we've had the thing about in water.
Okay.
That's an option. Again, whatever is your idea of what the canon ending
I don't
would
know.
be.
I like the one where he leaves with Laura. I think that's like... Maybe
That's
it's just because I like a happy ending.
I think that's the one where you get the most dialogue, and you also...
it's the one where you get the most dialogue. It's the one where you have to actively take care of your character and do things. It's also the one where he learns his lesson, and I think that's always something of like technically he learned his lesson in the in-water ending, but then he ends it anyway. He's just like, no, I can't do it.
And then, like, just what we were saying with the Maria ending of, like, that's him not fucking learning and just going through all the same shit again.
Yeah.
And this same deal is him not getting over the fact that she's dead and going, I can just bring her back.
I'm sure there wouldn't be any hidden cost to this.
Exactly. So it's almost like both sides of the coin of, that's the thing of, like, we've heard, like,
you got good taste, Fluffy.
Yeah. We've heard, like, bits and bobs of, like what the HD remake, not the HD remake, what the new remake by Bloober Team is going to do, hearing changing things and shit, blah blah blah. What could you add? You've got a story about a character dealing with his dead wife and all the story elements we've seen up to this point, and every possible outcome is determined. You've got, does he get over it? Does he not get over it? Does he learn the lesson? Does he not?
Yeah.
Does he get to leave? Does he kill himself?
I think that's we don't necessarily have excuse me, I'm full of burps. we don't necessarily have like the hero's journey quotation marks, but the Leave ending is the completion of a story, as opposed to being cut short early or being stuck in like eternal repeat, and him possibly becoming a serial killer of terminally ill women that he gets in relationships with, because he's trying to recreate what he had with Mary, and of course he recreates her death, or trying to bring it back. I think Leave is the one where that makes the most sense for a story being completed.
Yeah.
And again, maybe they were going for like sad fuck and stuff, where it's like, yeah, he killed himself and stuff, but like, I don't know, I think it's better that he, one, gets Laura out of there, and two, moves on and faces external consequences, not internal consequences.
Okay, 2 points. 1, Fluff. Oh, they're gonna be adding to Angela's character. Again, that is something that scares me. Like, Angela is such a sensitive topic. Adding anything, changing anything about that, I'm like, that's like the biggest scare for me with the Bloober Team remake of going, you have to be so fucking careful with anything related to Angela. Like, if you change too much, it's gonna come off as insensitive, or you thought you had a better idea on something.
I'm hoping it's just because we've come a bit further in our study in victims of sexual assault and child sexual assault and incest.
I think we see that a little bit with Eddie. Again, that he's a bit of a dude bro in this game, and that's kind of the point. But that there's something a bit more sensitive with him now, of like somebody who just looks sad, and he's been there way too, like he's been beaten down way too long.
I mean, you get excluded for being fat from a lot of things. Like that's not something where I'm considered mid-size. I'm like a size 16 to 18 depending. That's like the average size quotation marks. A lot of shit isn't accessible for me. A lot of shit isn't made accessible for me. The main thing is clothing, but medical care is a lot harder for me to do. I get a lot of just lose weight, and it's like I tried and I got really sick from it. And it's not working. There's a lot of like, oh, you're disabled, just lose weight. Oh, you're unhappy with yourself, just lose weight. I'm like, that's not the problem here.
At least we had that convo last week, but I'm also kind of like, at least it feels like with Eddie, changing that character, even like tweaking him just a little bit, that feels sensitive enough of what you're talking about. Of,
he got treated badly. Like, people, there's, I think they've done a study of, sorry, I'm not getting into
I know.
But that's something where they've done a study on it, and specifically, men talking to fat women, activates the part of their brain that activates when they're annoyed and angry. Just seeing a fat woman makes them annoyed and angry, because how dare you be fat in my presence. People also associate fat people with, laziness, and dirtiness, and incompetence, and stupidity. These are all things that affect how people see you, and therefore treat you. Even if they're like, oh, no, that's my friend, they're just heavier. I have friends who I love dearly, bring up my weight when we're talking about something entirely unrelated. And I'm like, that's something where it's like, I'm not going vegetarian to lose weight. And I say that, and they go, but you're not going to lose weight by being vegetarian. I'm like, I'm not going vegetarian to lose weight. And I've had to say, please stop bringing up my weight. People assume they can talk to you about that, and they assume things about your health and your activity and your lifestyle.
Just bringing it back to Eddie.
Sorry.
Eddie copping that shit his entire life. The original version, he uses it to turn to, like, something homicidal, something just aggressive and lashing out. Even, you don't have to change a single line of his dialogue, but tweaking it so he sounds a bit sadder, even that is like a bit more sensitive of, oh, he wasn't just going to turn into a horrible monster serial killer. Maybe he's just fucking tired. Maybe he's just had enough. That could be a good spin on him. That
hurt people. That's
literally this game. Now,
also, real said. Real.
Now, lastly, like you were saying, this is a sad fucking game. This is like a miserable experience. It does touch on the absolute saddest, darkest parts about being a person. But like I said, like some things, like we've been watching Berserk lately, and we've been watching a few other things. They do let you have something. It's not, you're not just fucking watching the saddest fucking story of in the entire world.
Give me the dog.
No, you will earn your dog in a you can have your dog in a second, but how about... Oh, the dog ending is there. Do you want dog, or do you want UFO?
I want the dog first. I want to know how the dog fits into this. A dog with the nuclear codes, apparently?
Cat,
Tammy.
cat, sweetie. In a
I'm
minute.
sorry that you're jealous of the dog, but I love you the most. I promise.
I kind of almost feel like the we'll put a dog ending on anyway. But after all that,
you want to do the UFO ending first?
I feel like the UFO.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
We need to save the dog ending. We need to save it. But yes, are not just the most depressed shits in the world. Don't worry.
How do you get the UFO ending?
You find like a UFO key or something, and you have to use it in 3 different locations, and then the game ends early.
Oh.
You use it instead in the hotel room, and I'm just gonna ignore.
He's got the old PS1 graphics.
I'm just gonna ignore the shit that happened with my wife, and I'm just gonna leave.
I like that he's got like such downgraded graphics.
I think there's like a pseudo, like shared universe, shared canon thing with the UFO endings in all the Silent Hill games. Where all the Silent Hills are kind of their own unique story and their own, like, self-contained thing. And then the UFO ending comes with like, fuck it, slap them all together. I don't know, then one day fucking Harry abducted James and that's the end of the story.
And then shot him and thumbs each other up.
Yeah. And then I think in like later games you're seeing like in the UFO ending I think like James in Shattered Memories I think like James turns up at the psych office and dude's like I haven't seen his wife in ages. We're not gonna talk about this particular ending. We're gonna come back to this one.
Is Born from a Wish the one you get from getting all the endings?
No.
Okay.
The Born from a Wish is an extra little scenario at the
end of Maria's.
No, it's just an extra little scenario that came with a later installment, like a re-release.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like the one where you play as Maria.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna play that next week.
Yeah.
That will be your last.
Give me the fucking dog.
That will be your last little foray into Silent Hill 2. We've done the big meats of the game, but as I promised, don't worry, you will get.
How do you get dog ending?
Dog key. In the reading room, in the secret door that is hidden there.
The gods of Silent Hill is just a sheen.
And there's just a dog pulling the strings. It's just a dog.
I like that he has headphones on, but they're not covering his ears. The goofy.
What if there's just a dog who's just behind the scene? The old gods are just some dog.
No, this cutscene's different, isn't it? It's all the ones of him reaching into the hole and stuff. Yeah.
I think it's like a blooper reel. I think it's supposed to be like a yeah. It's like a Pixar style. It's supposed to be like a Pixar style.
Everyone cracked.
Like all the characters in Universe or something were like filming a movie and they go having fun with each other on set or some shit.
She can't get the key.
Yes, this is a fucking sad game. But the developers, if you beat it at least once and take it seriously at least once, the game will hand you, like, something fun. This will be your reward for...
Oh, that's like an interesting one too, with him having pulled down the noose. That grab attack.
There's that, or again, like, something clinging at him, the wife going, come on, come back. The hallway that boss fight is the hallway conversation. Why are we talking about this shit?
Someone did the concept art for it. Like, just pyramid head, triangle body knife.
You know, after all the things we said about Eddie, and then the game is just fucking leaning into it.
Literally. I wonder what the joke is. After you said
after everything I've said about like how sensitive they take the Eddie something, it's not just about him being fat, and then the dog ending just fucking, and then you fucking just turn brain off. Just it is about that, man. I don't know. So.
That's your little treat, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, little treat! Oh, we made it to little treat. Okay, so that's all the endings out of Silent Hill 2. You have now gotten, like, as meaty a package as I can possibly provide you for Silent Hill 2. Final thoughts.
Sorry, meaty package joke. You sure about that, bud?
I could end stream. I could just... I could just make you put the mask back
Had
on.
a good time. It let me go on a lot of rants. It let me, like, it's an interesting, like, study on what happens in these situations, because people don't want to fucking talk about these situations, because that doesn't happen to good people. That's also the thing, is people go, like, I think also, like, the victim blaming thing, but in general people go, oh, bad things don't happen to good people. If you're homeless, or you've got, like, terminal sickness or something, or you're disabled, like, specifically disabled, you either weren't trying hard enough, or you sinned in a past life, or you've done something wrong. If you've been raped, it's your fault. You must have done something to attract that. That's something where, people with disabilities, regardless of if it was... Yeah, well, that's something where people, with disabilities, regardless of if it was contagious or not, weren't allowed into temples to worship. When one of the only ways that you were meant to cure yourself was to go to a temple and worship and pray for help. Because, if they did that, if the gods or God did that to you, you must have done something bad.
Sorry, I did want to point out as well, whenever Eddie's... Like, Fluff pointed it out. Whenever Eddie's on screen, the dog is barking because Eddie killed a dog.
Oh!
That's just a fun little... It's a fun little spin on it as well.
Yeah.
Sorry to derail, but Fluff
No,
pointed it out.
I didn't even notice that. Wait, crank it back. I didn't see him do that.
Yeah, like, whenever... hang on, wait, where's one of the scenes with Eddie? There you go. Like, bad example.
Yeah.
Where's the... maybe it's like the first one. Where's the fucking Eddie shit? I think that was the first.
She growls at him.
Yeah, I forgot that shit.
Man, fuck this dude.
Sorry, go on. Silent Hill.
It was, oh my god, it was the ghost of the dog dragging everyone else in, but it was specifically punishing Eddie.
Maybe.
Canon ending.
Yeah.
Dog ending is the canon ending.
Heard it here first. Dog ending is the canon ending. Anyway, yeah. Any extra thoughts on Silent Hill?
I think I fucking yapped a lot. I don't know if I've got much else left.
But I think this game has provided that. Yeah, this game is good yap material. There's, like, any one of those scenes that's over in less than, like, 3 minutes, and yet we had fucking 20-minute conversations on, like, how in-depth you can get. This is, like, we were saying about it last night, the great thing about psychological horror is that it doesn't have to say much at all. It is preying on the worst parts of your brain. It makes the fucking... The scary thing is it makes the case for why James did it. It doesn't excuse it.
It doesn't excuse it, but you
it makes
understand
the case,
why.
And that's something in your brain of going, no, I'd never do that. I'd never do that. And the game says...
Sometimes you gotta pull the plug.
Someone was here. Someone thought it. Someone did thought the worst possible solution to the problem. And it does scratch something in your brain. Like, questions... It really makes you don't want to think about it. That's something you said. You don't want to think about it. The game hands, like, the symbology to you anyway, lets you fill in the blanks. And anything you can come up with in your head that you don't want to tell to anyone else, that's the horror. That's the scariest part about this game. About a few of the things that we saw last night as well, but keeping it on the game, like, there's so many scenarios in that, like, whatever you came up with watching this is so much worse than anything we came up with. You've got your own reads on this game. So, this is...
I hate karmic thinking, yes, not only with victim blaming stuff, but also the way it absolves people responsibility to, yes! Real! My God/the universe gave them what they deserve, do it yourself count, yeah.
Can't wait to see dog ending in the remake. Bluebird, you better fucking put the dog ending in the remake.
Give me the dog.
Don't be wusses. Don't make it all sad fuck shit. Give us that goddamn dog ending.
I want it to be the same amount of what's the word? Polyrez, not polyrez. Not polygrams. Not polycules. Polygons.
There you go.
I want the dog specifically to be the same amount of polygons, and the dog grooming to do the same amount of polygons.
I was wondering.
But I want James to be hyper realistic.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I think they have to reuse the Harry model for the PS1 one for the UFO ending, and it better fucking be in there. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for joining everyone once again,
and thank you for listening to me yap.
I feel
how
like
many people left after my rant?
I mean this as kindly as possible. Yes, people do, like, the view count does absolutely drop off a little bit once yaps start. I think these are all just oh no, these are live.
People don't want to hear a woman yap. No other reason they left. They definitely weren't bored, and it definitely wasn't meandering and rambling.
Is anyone else playing Silent Hill 2? Can I chuck a raid? If anyone knows, like, someone... I think everyone is watching this one. Yeah, everyone is raid.
Oh no, that's such a bad...
Everyone is watching. We could probably just chuck it at K-Day Mayday, maybe, or someone else playing maybe Silent Hill 1, since we were talking about Harry a bit. I highly recommend, if you ever get a chance... absolutely jump on playing, absolutely get a chance to jump on playing any of the other Silent Hill games. I'm sorry to say they will not, be remotely as meaty as these ones, but Silent Hill 3 is fucking, phenomenal for a reason. This guy's disappeared. Do you want to just chuck it at K-Day?
Wait, what do you mean he's disappeared?
He's just not on a away screen.
Oh.
Do you want to chuck it at the away screen, or do you just want to chuck it at K-Day?
K-Day's fun.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and chuck a raid at K-Day. Thank you, everyone, very much, everyone, for joining us. Got a couple of people that stuck around. Thank you very much. Pleasure to meet you, Fluff. Glad that we convinced you to stick around. Where the fuck is...
I have a channel, too.
You also have a channel. Where can we possibly find a Jack?
At JackRabbitBites. JackRabbit, B-I-T-E-S, Bites.
Hang on. I set this
shit up. Is it Juice Zone?
Of course it's going to be Juice Zone.
Oh,
no. Oh, shit, I haven't set up the, sound shit.
Oh.
Okay, well, that is what Jack has been streaming lately. Sorry that I have not actually set up the sound thing properly on it. You'll just have to trust that only good things were happening. All right.
Thank you.
Everyone say hi to K-Day Mayday. Thank you for joining. Next week you can have Born in a Wish. You can have your little supplementary material for this game. So one more stream with my Jack. We will see you then. Have fun, everyone.
Bye. Bye.